We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it.
We killed Bin Laden.
You heard it here first, folks. We're the ones who did it.
That's a D&D one-shot if there was one.
D&D 5e assassinating Bin Laden. Jesus Christ. Oh, I love that. Alright, let me just double check if the stream's actually working.
Yeah, let's just check that it's up before we start.
She
this
do be
crap.
up. Alright, we're good.
Hey, welcome, random people.
Random mouse.
If you're actually still watching this.
It has been a while since we've ever done anything.
Yeah, I think the last video was May.
Yo.
Oh damn, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was a few views on it.
Yeah, it was us.
Yeah, we haven't really been trying with the YouTube videos. It's mostly just for our records at this point.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Pretty much, actually. We could probably just record the session and not need to stream it and feel less
I mean,
drama.
I feel literally nothing. I haven't felt anything in years.
Fair enough.
Plus, it's easier just to do this, so I don't have to actually upload to any of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's true.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go back into the world of Titania.
Mm-hmm.
When we last left our group of adventurers, they had just killed a bunch of trolls, but let's go back a bit further than that to catch everyone up.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a belief.
So, in the previous session, we had the party had returned to the city after killing a stranger out in the woods, and they had decided that they needed to get some jewelry. Went on a small heist with some great comedic value, which turned out to be somewhat profitable.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Could have been more profitable, but such as
Best I
things.
could.
Afterwards, they Killian spent some time reading. He had a few books that he wanted to look through, and Durza and Bastion made their way to a CD bar to sell some of their newly acquired jewelry, which they managed to do so, as well as inquiring about information on Kronos. And they were about to leave when a strange trio arrived, and
by the way, I actually didn't manage to sell the stuff because I still have them in my inventory and I haven't marked the gold yet.
well, you're gonna have to watch the session because I'm pretty sure other people have marked the gold, and that stuff is no longer in your inventory.
Oh well, I have no money. Okay.
So you gave the money away.
Oh, okay.
You didn't keep any.
Why
of
am
it,
I an
which is
idiot?
A bit odd.
What? I must have been
Really
sick.
did give the money around, yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Was it interesting?
literally you just were like, yeah, Bastion, take it, and whatever doesn't like cover the cost, whatever's over the cost of the diamond, give to Killian.
Oh yes. Okay.
I think we did go buy a bag of holding for it though.
Yeah, you did go buy a bag of holding, much
The
to
Hello
the
Kitty one.
detriment of the innkeeper.
Oh yes. I remember
Not the
that.
innkeeper, the store owner.
Okay, yeah, I remember that
Shame.
now.
Yeah. I'm gonna just turn her into the big bad. I think that's gonna be the easiest
It's eventually
option.
gonna happen.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna shout down at her until she stops.
Yeah, because she's not gonna be used to it by that time.
I'm just gonna gaslight and gate boss her.
Anyway, as they were leaving the tavern, they met a strange trio who were badly injured, who had fought some trolls apparently. Well, not really fought, but ran from them and got injured in the process. And they left their map, which leads to some ancient artifact in the troll cave, which is why the party went to a cave and ended up fighting some trolls.
Yep.
Where
So bad about that.
they killed a mother and its child.
I got a dagger of venom. Feels good, man.
As well as finding a strange dagger.
Yeah.
But that is where we left off. There was also a secret episode which was not aired, so sorry for you.
I haven't seen it either.
I will briefly cover it.
Yeah, maybe you should
It was a
start
dream
stalking us more.
sequence in which Killian and Durza were stuck in a dream prison. And they eventually, the details have now since faded from their minds, as most dreams do.
Oh, Debbie says hi, by the way. Apparently it's cold in the Cape.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh shit!
Hi, mom.
Hi,
He
Jet,
always
there's
watches.
mom.
Yeah, I forgot that she always
How you
watches.
doing?
That's awesome.
Excuse me.
They awaken to an extremely worried Bastion. It somewhat near the mouth of the cave.
You guys have been sleeping for. How long have they been sleeping for?
2 hours.
8 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, no, about like the whole night.
You've been sleeping
Oh.
for 8 hours. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so much longer than you guys usually sleep, which they sleep for like 4 hours of each.
yeah, they're like
Yeah.
elves and shit.
You guys have slept much longer than you should have.
What do you mean sleep? I don't. What? Why was
Owls
I
don't
sleeping? I
sleep.
haven't slept in 200 years.
I get like I get this very insulted look on my face. I'm like, owls don't sleep.
Not on a roll,
I
anyway.
will say you were snoring.
Me? Nah, it couldn't be me.
I'm just playing. You weren't snoring.
I was waiting for the inside deck.
Waiting for the combats.
Just
You just
straight up,
said
like,
no.
stab him.
Roll initiative.
You dare?
Gotta try out the new dagger somehow.
No, I was thinking, fucking hell. They look fine, like physically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Physically, a lot better.
I had
Yeah?
the strangest dream. I gotta say.
I had one as well, with strange rooms, puzzles, and whatnot.
Wait, you also had the dream with the puzzles? You were in my dream, but I thought that was just a nightmare.
Yes, me too, to be honest. Yes, well. That was
Wow.
odd.
That was odd. I'm just
Is
gonna put
there-
this in the back of the vault and just pretend it never happened.
Looking around, is a stranger there? Is there a stranger near us?
No.
Are there footprints near us?
Make a investigation check
Alright, let's do
or
this.
survival.
Wait, no.
Or survival.
Guidance.
Survival.
Guidance.
With guidance, which does what?
A D4.
Oh, okay.
You had a D4.
Well, I got 18 anyways.
Nice.
But I'll roll the d4 anyways.
Jesus! I'm fucking using this guidance.
That's a 1, so that's 2.
It goes to
Okay.
20.
20!
So yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, so you look around. You see a bunch of troll footprints going into and out of the cave. Your own footprints, and I guess footprints of another troll
Ooh.
Oh.
that seem to be distinct from the smaller baby and the other adult troll. They seem to be slightly different from those footprints.
I look up at everyone and I say, I don't want to alarm anyone, but I think the dad is home.
It's they're not going in yet. They're the last ones. The freshest tracks of that size are leaving the cave.
Oh, okay. Hold it. Never mind. It looks like Daddy went to get some milk. He never came back.
Well,
Or this-
shall we make some space between ourselves and this cave?
I will point out that no one has grabbed the map yet, or
I
did
was
someone
going to
grab it?
ask, I thought Durza went into the cave to get the map. Durza, is it in your inventory?
He went in, got the dagger, was seen by the
Oh, then everything
Yeah, I
happened.
did
then
not
fight
get the map.
ensued.
Yeah.
Let's go and grab that map then. Don't want these poor beasts to have died for nothing, I suppose.
I'll keep watch outside the cave.
I kind of just
That's
twirl the
okay
knife
with you
around
guys.
and say, well, they didn't die for nothing. They
I'll
did.
go into the cave and get the map.
Alright, fair enough. I'll come with.
Keep an eye outside.
Easy enough. You make your way into the cave. Looking around, I'm just going to change back to the map now. All the white space at the bottom, I will remove. Cave should look kind of familiar.
So I'm just gonna
Urza and Killian make their way inside.
perusal my way across.
you're familiar with it,
Yeah.
and you notice you eventually find the map on the floor about there.
This grid doesn't fit right.
Yeah.
I'm stepping on every single one of the cracks and the tiles that lit
Yeah.
us as cave. My mom's back is completely fucked.
A rogue.
Alright, I bend down and I pick up the map
Easy enough.
and
It is.
I throw it straight into the fire. I'm joking.
Adventure awaits.
It burns instantly.
Quickly, someone cast mending.
On the
I think that's
ashes.
cement.
Fuck.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That was
So
funny.
you pick up the map.
Was chucked in my water.
You pick up the map, and this is almost pointless to change to this map, but why not? It was there, so
That was a fun adventure, guys.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. That was so cool.
GG. Everyone levels up.
Yeah.
and it points to a cave on the coastline, very close to Dalgrim village, which
Oh.
is quite a bit away from where you are. You all travel close to Dalgrim Forest, just like the edge of Dalgrim Forest, but it's essentially north of where you currently are, and very close to Dalgrim Village, which you remember as being rumored to no longer exist.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
this is an
It was
interesting
supposed to
map.
be like a Warforged or something went there, or Warforged was seen
Yes.
to destroy it or something. Can I say while they're inside there, I go over to the troll corpses.
Sure. I'm just going to switch back to that map. You guys want? Because technically we don't need the world map at this point.
I'm just gonna go over and whisper a little prayer of each of them and apologize for what had occurred and for the part I played in it.
Yeah,
the mother.
there's really not much left after you let Bam Bam have his way.
There's a heavy pang of guilt. It's washing over Bastion right now.
Yeah, and what little remains, you see one of the flail arms like kind of reaching for it.
I'm gonna
Finish what you
smack
started.
Sticky McBam's. I'm gonna start moving back towards the
It goes
cave.
limp back to a normal flail.
Finish what you started. I kind of walk out to Bastion and I clap him on the shoulder and I say, yeah, the first family massacre is always the hardest. But don't worry, it gets easier.
I
I
get
look
a-
at like
a
I'm about to say
long
something,
look.
and then just say nothing.
I just walk out whistling a merry tune.
Jesus.
Okay, so what is the plan of the party?
I assume we'll gather around, looking at the map. Okay. Belgrom is to the north. We were interested in pursuing this treasure. Do we want to travel north?
I mean, we can.
Well, so far it seemed pretty profitable.
Indeed. We have two pieces of... I believe we're assuming that it's related to the sword, yes?
Speaking of which, where are the pieces?
I have one.
You
Hold
might
on.
see it. No.
Let
Again.
let me check. And I open up my bag. I raffle inside. And you can see me very confused as I tip the bag upside down and nothing falls out. Like literally
Freak the fuck
nothing.
out. No. It should be there. It was there last night. You said there was a stranger in your dream, right? And maybe they took it? Or maybe that troll took
Bastion,
it.
can I help
Troll
you?
daddy.
I sit there and I'm thinking like real hard. I'm like, I had all my stuff in here. It was here a minute ago. Like, here, you check. And I tossed you the empty bag.
I'm gonna rifle through it heavily, almost to the point of ripping it apart. But then I'm actually not that strong, so I'm not gonna rip it apart. And I'm gonna start panicking completely.
Bastion, could I help you for a moment?
Yeah, sure, please. Yeah, you look through it.
Hold still, and I cast Dispel Magic on him.
Okay, roll your d20. Plus int.
Plus int. Okay. So my int modifier is 4, that's a 22.
Ooh.
22.
Hey,
For
it's
the
pretty
next
good.
22 hours, you are no longer really concerned where the pieces are.
Oh. Feels strange. Thank you, Killian.
Welcome. Remember, we have been cursed by this treasure. If you find
It's,
yourself worrying, speak up or use your own magic.
it's easy to forget. Ah,
Please.
I kind of chuckle and say, "Ha! You guys think it's cursed? I've never had any of those issues. I think you're just a bit paranoid." And I sit there and I think for a second. I said, "Oh wait, no, I remember now." And as I take the bag of holding off my back and then reach into it and take out the piece.
fucking Hello Kitty bag of holding. Literally had that in brackets in my notes.
Wait, who's the person that got the bag of holding? Because I thought Bastion bought it.
Yeah, that was
I
mine.
gave it to him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure there's no two bag of holding suddenly appeared in the world.
Yeah, it's my bag of holding. don't
Item duplication glitch.
worry. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, no, it's right here. Don't know why you guys are worrying so much.
Not anymore.
Yes. Well, thank you for your expertise on magical masses.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know, it just comes naturally to some people. You know?
We would be lost without
It's an
you,
elf thing.
truly.
It's an elf
an
thing.
elf thing.
Yeah.
I sort of play with fire across my hand for a moment. Right, well, we're getting
Kind of
off
lights a match and I throw it into the grass.
it. Before it hits the ground, I sort of flick my fingers and the match isn't burning.
I was just gonna be
Just
like, yeah,
dick
forest
measuring
fire
for
is now
abundance.
started.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you guys?
So the party is heading north. Oh, sorry, Jeff, what were you saying?
I was going to say, should I make a copy of the map before we go?
If you're able.
Calligraphers, yes. Is that writing? Try. Still gonna try.
I mean, you've got a map, and it's pretty similar to the one that you found in the cave, except the one in the cave has like a big X.
Okay, there's no need. We just stockpiling maps at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give them
So
that to
I mean,
Bastion.
you're more
so
than welcome to try it.
I take out my map,
Recreate
creates a small little X where the other X is, and then give Bastion his own map and say,
it. Make
"Here
a
you
dex check.
go." All right, I'll make a dex check. My
Big
dex is
rod
pretty
through.
high, so.
Guidance.
Are you kidding me? My dex is high, and I got to... Wait,
But
guidance.
add a d4, he gave you
Guidance.
guidance.
That's 8. That's 8.
My dex is pretty high.
Oh my god, what the fuck happened, dude?
My dex is 18. I got a fucking six.
The X is the wrong color, guys, and
Ooh.
it bugs you a little bit.
Oh, okay, it's not that
It's-
bad.
Oh,
It's just like a bit off-putting for your OCD.
I take the map back from Bastion and give him my map.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks,
Just,
Durza.
just in case you ever get lost.
I appreciate that.
Looking after you, buddy.
Always.
Alright, should we start getting going then? Follow me, I'll lead the way.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for any trolls or any.
Okay,
He
make
thinks to
a
walk.
perception check for while you're traveling.
As he starts to walk off, a giant owl appears on my arm and then flies up into the sky to assist with keeping an eye on what's going on around us.
Nice.
Okay, sounds good.
But
But
90 on the ground.
hate to min max. You should have made separate rolls because you would have got advantage anyway, Chris, with the owl. But yeah. So what did you roll, Bastion?
But 19?
19. That was with advantage, yes?
No. Sorry.
Because you were getting assistance.
Yeah, 19 with advantage.
Ah, cool.
Nice.
Oh wait, I just realized, would she be done with my sword in Tibervane by now?
I can't remember what time frame I put on there, but I think it was probably 3 or 4 days left when you left Timbervane,
Ah,
and you only have been gone technically a day, so about 3 days left.
Okay, I'll wait then.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Cool.
Bastion keeping a lookout. The party heads towards the north, and takes. It's going to take you about 2 days. A day to like a full day to get there. So you're going to have to camp halfway through.
Okay.
Happy enough with that?
Could be fun.
Yeah, especially because now you're traveling through a bit more thick foresty area. A bit more difficult than the open plains, and I have no real scale for this world map, so space works differently here. Yeah, and you keep an eye out and don't really notice anything.
Okay, cool.
Sun starts setting. Are you making camp for the night, or are you pushing through, or what's the plan?
We'd probably make camp for the night.
I'm
I
happy
think
to make
that's
camp.
good.
Yeah.
Can, if you guys would like, I can try a little something new.
What do you have in mind?
It's a little something that'll conceal us, and we can have a fire inside. It's a hut. I'm just gonna need 10 minutes or so.
I think I know of what you speak. That would be great.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit down and place a tiny crystal bead right at the center there, and I call them my holy symbol. As shadows around me begin to expand, create this hut sorts.
While
And-
he's doing that, my owl will be doing high circles, just keeping an eye to warn me if anything comes near. And I'll turn to Durza and say, Durza, I've come across a book with a lock on the front. And while I can get through the lock, it does seem to lock itself after some time. I was wondering if you could have a look at perhaps unlocking it for me.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Thank you very much.
It's kind of twirl my lockpicks out all expertly.
I will hand him the magical tome that I have.
I'll take my thieves tool and let's see if I can unlock this. It's just a
Make
straight
your lockpicking check.
proficiency, yeah. Because I'm proficient in yeah. What am I doing with my rolls? Oh my god. 12.
Oh,
And Dex. Proficiency and Dex.
Oh, and Dex. Okay, 12, 16.
You try for a while,
Yeah.
and every time you get like 2 or 3 pins, they seem to shift
Ooh.
and change
Hmm.
as you go for the third one,
Interesting.
and you just can't quite get it open.
Hmm. Okay. Wait, my
This
proficiency
is
bonus
definitely
is
a
above if any of
magical
these
lock of some sorts. That Killian does know this.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I kind of look over the tome, just like take a look at it, see what's on it. Is there like any inscriptions or anything like that?
Killian, please remind me: is this the spell book or the small notebook?
The
I can't
spell
remember.
book.
Is this the spell book? Okay. There is not much on the cover. In fact, it's pretty bland.
Do I know what would happen if I were to dispel magic on the tome?
I will need to remember what happens
I got through the lock last time using
with knock, yeah, and then it reset. But I'm just trying to remember how the spell magic
you know?
interacts with the spell that's keeping the lock closed.
Fair enough. Any spell third level or lower will end,
Second two.
and then I have to beat a DC for any spell fourth
Charging
level
battery.
or higher.
Oh, okay. Then
DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
yeah, you're gonna have to make a roll
I will cast Dispel Magic. And
at
let's
third
roll.
level. Yes.
Yes. D20. Do I add my intelligence? My spell modifier?
What does the dispel magic say? Sorry, it's been a while.
Use your spellcasting ability, so add the modifier.
Yeah.
So that's 18 total.
18, yeah. No, they used the 9th level spell to lock it.
It's an important book. It has 3 spells in it so far.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, you finish casting your spell, and the magic lock
Mhm.
seems to fade,
There.
and the
Can I open the
book
book?
springs open.
Sorry, Desert. Thank you for your help, though.
Hey, wow, got it open. You're welcome.
It's a neat trick, does it?
Kinda-
Only one.
Hand it over to him, all proud like.
I sort of nod, take it, and start looking through it. Are there any more spells I can find in it? We can talk about that later. But
No, I've got a list of spells. I just don't know which ones I've told you about.
I know 3 of them right now: Cause
What
Fear,
were they?
Earthbind, and Enlarge or Reduce.
Okay, so then you find those same 3, but there's also an additional 2.
Okay.
You find Rope Trick
Ooh,
and Earth Tremor.
Ooh.
dude. Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
These are. I can prepare these spells as long as I have the book and I can read the book, right?
Yes, that's if the
Great.
lock doesn't magically appear again.
Ah. Okay, good to know. Rope Trick and Earth Tremor. Ooh.
Ooh.
Is this a cursed lock or just a magical lock?
As far as I know, it's just a magical lock.
Yeah,
Trust you on that.
I mean, could be cursed.
Could be.
I don't know how we would check. I mean, just purely remove curse spell. Maybe we're going to sleep anyway. I'm going to cast remove curse in the book.
Okay.
On the lock.
Well, the lock is no longer there, essentially.
Okay, I'll wait for it to come back. When does it come back?
You wait for a good... You finish casting your spell, obviously. Your hut appears.
We all hop into the
Shadows
huts.
kind of obscuring everyone from the outside. Oh, by the way, Killian, please make a perception check for your owl.
Okay. That's with advantage. And that is +3. So, rolling. 2d20.
Nice.
That'll be a 15 total.
15. Okay, good to know.
That's always fun to hear.
That's cool.
15. Nice.
It's a good roll. It's a nice number. Okay, so Bastion, you waiting by the book for 30 minutes.
Oh god. I'm not sure this is long.
Nothing's happening. I'm assuming you guys have made dinner.
Yeah. Now we're gonna get
You're
ready
kind
for
of
night, yeah.
doing your own thing at this time. So what's everyone doing, or are you just waiting for the
I think if I
for the
just-
book to lock again?
I'm trying to decide what I can do with the book.
Yeah, I don't know, inspect my knives. Miss my sword a bit, think about it. Phony was back with me. Yeah.
Oh, I think your sword is delayed because you switched the enchantment from being cast on the scimitar and now it's on this short sword.
Yeah, because I realized the scimitars are
Yeah,
literal shit.
that's why the time frame was reset.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the scimitars are literal shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
it'll work for your character. It makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. My character's
Um,
evolved.
I have the materials to transcribe a first level spell only, so I'm trying to figure out what spells are useful.
Rope trick.
Yeah,
Rope
rope
trick
trick
is second
and
level.
enlarge.
Oh.
No, enlarge reduce is also second level. I don't think
Yeah.
there's any first level in there.
Cause Fear and Earth Tremor.
Ooh.
I know which one I'm going for.
I don't remember which order I placed these spells in.
Nice.
This
I'm
list, I
going
didn't
to
write their levels.
spend an hour of the night. I have a spare one because I sleep for 4 hours. Transcribing Earth Tremor into my spellbook.
Nice.
Easy enough. Bastion, you're kind of just watching the book as Killian's working, and his penmanship is beautiful. Although you don't quite fully understand what he's writing, but it looks pretty.
That is
All
magnificent.
the time while
Thank
you're
you.
watching, the book does not lock as it's kept open.
I've completely lost interest in the book at this point.
Yeah, you're just distracted by the pretty pictures.
Yeah. Effectively.
Throughout the night, your owl does not notice anything besides a few small animals. Yeah, no, not much else. And I'm just going to assume everyone went to sleep unless they wanted to do something else.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think I have anything on my mind.
Same, yeah.
Ezra,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you. I've never heard you speak about your family.
Oh, what exactly about my family?
Oh, you have some brothers, sisters.
Oh yes, hundreds and hundreds of family.
Oh, okay.
We're quite an active community, yes.
Okay, would you mind elaborating a bit?
Also, do I believe him?
So
I totally believe him.
an
Just saying.
inside check from Killian.
Wow. 19.
Are you lying?
No, I actually do have quite a large family. back on the
Exactly.
island.
It's not quite hundreds.
Yeah, no, that's what I was checking
hyperbole.
about. I am an elf. I know how big elven families get.
Hundreds might. You think he's stretching the truth a little, but there's probably a large family involved.
Yeah.
I am surprised.
It's kind of like I lean back and I say, yeah, well, you all live on the island Abalon. So, yes, now Abalon. It's a beautiful, beautiful land, full of magic and wonders, and pretty much all your needs taken care of. You know? So we kind of take care of the other things, like, you know, artistry and craftsmanships, and of course, childbearing.
Ooh.
There's no TV in this world.
The real artwork.
It's not one of many children.
No.
Bastion, you would never have heard of Avalon, but
Yeah.
Killian, make a history check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Ooh. With disadvantage, 25.
Jesus, okay.
Jesus.
Oh.
Dude,
I rolled an
historian.
18 and a 20.
Yes, it's okay. So you recognize the name more because of it being a mystery in itself. Well, you've heard of this island. Not much is known to its actual location within Titania,
Ooh.
and very few people have ever actually been there, let alone leave.
Joseph, you've really been to Avalon.
Well, yes, I was born there. It's kind of hard not to be there if you're not born there.
Yes, quite. No, it's just. Whereabouts is Avalon? I've heard of it often, but
Where did I say it was? Okay.
I'll move you to the world map and you can pick a spot at random.
Thank you.
the natural approach.
Yes.
Ah,
I think that we kind of decided that it was off of the coast of like North Meadows, so I'd say it'd be like probably further away from here because it'd be more isolated, like here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
oh
a
god, so you've traveled far then.
Ah, you're near the Dwarven Kingdoms.
Yes.
Fascinating.
quite nice and isolated, you know. No real strangers come to the island, so we won't let them in the first place.
Are you mostly elves there?
Oh, exclusively elves.
Really?
It is our homeworld, after all. Our homeland.
Well, the elven homeland is Glendale, of course.
I just kind of give like a knowing chuckle. It's like, being back a bit.
You're just dick measuring this whole
damn
fucking
God.
time. Damn.
Yeah, no, I mean, I now I want to know who's right. But, I mean, my father's kingdom is a haven for all elves. Have any of your people traveled to Glendor?
Oh, not many people leave the island. I mean, why
I've
exactly
often
would
heard
you?
this.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
that is a good question. Why would you leave the island? Why did you?
boredom.
Autumn.
Oh,
Simple as that. Nah, I used to be quite the fighter back in the day. Well, still am. Still
You
will
used to be quite the fighter.
Yes. No, I spent my days sparring and honing my skills and just generally trying my metal against every single person I could. That's at some points nobody wants to spar with you anymore.
Ah, yes, I can sympathize with that.
yeah, I also used to spar with my older brother and sister.
Kind of
Always
get
beat me though.
like a glint in my eyes, and I say, "Oh, really?
Oh,
So
God.
you're quite used to sparring?"
Well, only with wooden swords.
Oh, no, I kind of lose interest.
Sorry, I realized it's nighttime, so I'm switching to the night
The
forest.
night
Ooh,
forest.
the night forest.
The Night Forest.
We're changing.
Probably gonna have to change it back in the next 10 seconds, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, most probably.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. Yes, no, the sailors on occasion would come back to the island with, the occasional trade goods that you can't get on the island, and they tell me all these fantastic stories about kings and queens and jousts and adventure. And one day I just decided, best see it for myself.
Oh, naturally. And please, you must accept my invitation to come to Glendor. It is a land of kings and queens and great feasts and jousts.
Ah, I'll definitely take up on that, and kind of get a little bit excited thinking about it. Say, so when are you next going to the Glendale?
I wander as I may, but certainly I feel the urge to wander north. But perhaps we could also visit Avalon. I'd be fascinated to see your home as well.
Very excited to see Avalon.
I'd scratch my head and I'd say, I'm not exactly sure if they would let you back, but, stranger things have happened.
Well, surely if it's a home for all elves, we must surely have a right to see our home.
I said it's a home of only elves.
I am an elf.
Very true. Well, we can definitely try. We can cross that bridge when we get there.
Fascinating. Legends of walk towers in my childhood.
You guys are probably long lost brothers. I whispered to myself.
Okay, I think I know my brothers.
I kind of look at him and I say, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who all my brothers are as well.
Sebastian, you look at the two of them intently, studying their features. Yep,
They're
all
elves.
elves are related.
So that makes sense. Bastion subtle racism.
That's Elvis.
On,
That's Elvis?
Elvis.
I'm just going to take a mental note that they are definitely related, and Killian is trying to find his princess. I definitely know these things.
I'm going to just sort of take out my map and say, sorry, you said that Avalon was here, and I'm going to point to a specific part of the map.
I look at it and I kind of just look at the distances too, and I say, yes, no, that's exactly where it is.
Do I believe him?
Yeah, that's kind of where he pointed last time.
Right. And I'm going to make a note of where Avalon is.
Go to the land of magic.
That sounds awesome. I go to Avalon.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Metal Man's gonna get to Avalon on a single boat.
Not sure how any of you are going to get to Avalon.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of, this really needs to get us to Avalon at this point. I really see this fucking place.
I'm so cool in this like completely abandoning the Beldium quest line and just
Finding
going
Avalon.
off to Avalon. Yeah.
That'd be pretty interesting. I gotta
I
say.
think it would be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think a single one of our characters in any of our campaigns have ever actually gone home to their families.
No?
That's so true.
Not
they
one.
had families to go back to.
That's true. That's true. I don't think any of our people had families.
Yeah. No one wants to give the DM fucking ammunition.
Yeah.
We're all too scared. We already started doing it now.
Yeah,
I
every
know,
one
I'm
of us is
still
a fucking
scared
happy
for
home in
this
this.
guy's
The only
family.
reason why Durza has a family is because they're both on a very isolated island full of extremely powerful warriors and spellcasters.
Mine are just little gnome fucking missionaries.
No missionaries.
Yeah,
God.
to be fair, Bastion, if you were like not a robot that was barely understanding human emotion, you feel kind of envious that like you're traveling with a prince and a person from a land that's extremely magical and no one
Mystical.
has ever really seen.
I'm
Yeah.
completely intrigued by this whole thing. It's
And
insane.
you're like,
gnomes.
well, gnomes raised me.
Yeah,
I was raised by the gnomes.
but the gnomes. We had the bare minimal. We were missionaries, man.
It's a hard knock life for you. Meanwhile, we have a
dude.
literal prince and a guy who lived on an island where all your needs are met.
No, this is fascinating. I'm gonna try and convert your asses. Let's do this. He's a king.
Good luck.
Uh,
I'm gonna take up some food and just start chowing down, by the way. Like some of my rations.
After your peaceful conversations, you're able to help yourself to some rations.
Yep.
And each of you drifts off to their relative sleep, which is 4 hours for the elves of meditation, and Bastion just sitting there for 6. With the owl keeping watch from a nearby tree, occasionally flying around, doing some circles, not noticing anything throughout the night. You reach the end of your meditation, still dark out. And Bastion, you also feel that you've recharged. You can have a long rest for whatever good that'll do you now.
I spent a 3rd level there.
Oh,
Yeah, you did actually spend some spells quite
I
a bit.
sweat a little bit today, thank God.
Yeah, martial classes.
Oh no, my blade needed a little bit of sharpening. Thank God we had that long rest.
Your party's fresh and somewhat ready to continue. I think everyone has dark vision. If not,
I can
Bastion
help with
can
that.
provide it. And assuming you pack up your camp, is there anything you'd like to do before you depart and continue your journey north?
I think
I'm
all
good.
right.
I'm gonna take out my short bow and shoot like 1 or 2 little pigeons or chickens or whatever.
Okay, you want to go hunting?
I wanna
Cool.
go hunting.
Okay, just make
I have
a.
no rations left.
I guess make a survival check.
Survival check, let's do it. I swear to
I'm not
God.
gonna make you make attack rolls
14.
and things like that.
I
You're-
swear to
You're
God.
able to get with 14. You're able to easily. You actually shoot a pheasant and quite a meaty pigeon as well.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice, very nice. Okay, I'm gonna pluck them up, disembowel them, and yeah,
Now you
cook them up.
clean them kind of like thoroughly. Takes you a bit of time, so I'm gonna say this happens while Bastion was taking his extra hour of sleep compared to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you managed to, you've got some clean naked birds.
Oh, perfect. I'll start a fire, cook them up, smoke them a bit so that they're ready for transport.
Okay, so you cook you cook them, and I would say the 2 of them you could probably get about 3 rations. Pheasant's quite a big bird for yourself.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, cool. Let me get some rations then.
Yum, 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 yum.
I don't think they'd last much longer than 3 days because they're not properly cured. They're kind of just cooked.
Yeah.
So I think after about 5 days, they'll start going off.
Okay, cool.
So
That's
kind of
fine.
just keep a note of that as well.
Yeah. Keep a note in it then.
But you should eat them by the time that happens. So okay, let's switch to the day music.
The hut would have popped within 8 hours.
So yeah,
So peaceful.
everyone ready to continue their journey?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
this.
let's get going.
Okay, who's leading the way?
I'm leading.
My owl will fly ahead, scouting out.
Hmm
Okay,
Get the owl
so-
advance. Oh, I'll get advanced ready.
Yeah.
Point my head in the direction I think is right, and I start making tracks.
His confidence is so phenomenal. Just follow his lead out of, oh, this man is So interesting. God.
Is he going in the right way before I follow him?
So I just did a roll to see if he was.
And
And at first, you're kind of a bit worried, Killian. And then you notice how he realized he was going in the wrong direction as well, and has been slowly turning into the correct direction, but not not immediately as to be noticeable.
oh, you still remember there was this beautiful tree among this
Ooh.
path. I was hoping to see it while we're on the way. I haven't been here for many, many years, but looks like it was cut down.
I am vigorously looking for this tree.
You look around and see that there's no trees that have ever been cut in this forest.
Ever?
That's been a long time ago.
Ah,
Oops.
yes, it was quite a shame seeing it no longer here. It was quite a spectacular sight.
Oh, wish I'd seen it.
You continue north,
Are you coming along?
and Killian, just make another perception check.
For the owl, that's
Yes, for the owl.
23.
23. Okay, you.
With natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's a thing. Okay. So, well, your owl's up ahead, and essentially it sees a couple wolves, but you kind of informs you, or I don't really know. Were you looking through its eyes occasionally and having someone guide you on the ground?
I'd be
Or-
checking in with it telepathically. I believe that's something we can do with familiars when they're nearby.
Yes. So now I was just wondering because then your senses kind of disappear for at your body. I just wanted to
Yeah.
verify. Okay, and Bastion, I'm sure, offers you a guide while you're unable to see.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you notice a small pack of wolves up ahead, and you can advise the party easily to avoid them. Unless you're just deciding you want to go and kill some wolves.
We'll say, if he ever says wolves, I'm going to use my vigilance blessing on Killian. I activated
am.
on him.
Cool.
Gonna-
Explain what that does for the rest of us again. I think it's something to do with initiative, but
Yes, it gives advantage to the next initiative roll the creature makes. It ends immediately after the roll, or if you use this feature again.
Cool.
So you've got it.
Okay. I'm gonna lead us away from the wolves. I have no particular urge to kill some wolves.
easy enough. And
Respect.
you eventually, while you're scouting ahead with the owl, something catches you. You're approaching the coast at this point, and you all get that smell of like the salty air, and the nice breeze. You know the feeling, and the owl not being hindered by hills and trees and whatnot. You catch sight of something that kind of makes you like catches you for a second, and it's just this area near right by the coastline, by the shoreline there, and it's just completely blank.
Oh.
Completely just flat.
Hmm.
In almost a perfect circle.
Ah. Almost
I
like-
will.
And this is kind of off. This is quite far in the distance.
This is with the owl, yeah?
So the
Yeah,
owl has told me
The
this.
owl has caught this. No, so what happened was the owl waited for you to do your check-in every 5
Yeah.
or 10 minutes and was looking in the direction for when you did your check-in, and you noticed this.
Okay.
It's
I
slightly
can
to the
actually-
northeast of where you're heading.
Okay. No, I can actually just talk telepathically to the owl without losing.
I don't know, can it talk back?
It has an intelligence. The
But
thing
can
that
it
should have.
communicate? I know you can tell it what to do, and it understands what you're saying, but I don't think it can tell you.
It does
I
just say you can communicate, so I suppose that's not clear. But then I guess I would be checking in, so yeah, then I would see it.
You could have some signal, like it squawks or something.
Yeah, fair enough. if it wants to show me anything, then it can make that sound, and I'll
Yeah,
check in. So looking
boots,
at
I
it,
guess.
I'll say, this is odd. This might be something to investigate, but there seems to be an unnaturally open area to the north of where we're headed.
Unnatural how?
Well, it's perfectly round. I've not seen anything quite like this occur naturally.
Like
Also, looking at the
home
map,
or
I'd pull out my map.
Let me switch to the full map.
Shouldn't there be a village there? Is it where Dalgrim should be? Where
That's
I expect
exactly what idea pops in your head.
oh, God.
There should be a village there. That seems quite unusual as well.
I think it definitely deserves it looking at.
Do you see some small kind of encampment / structure area built off to the side?
Yeah, so some of the people might have
Of it.
survived whatever this is.
There are some.
But
there
you
are some
can't make
people
out
there.
too much details from it at this point.
Let's move closer before we decide what our investigation will look like.
We've got to make
But
sure that
it
they're
depends.
okay.
Are you heading towards the village of Dalgrim, or are you heading towards the
Cave.
treasure?
I think we're still heading towards the treasure, but we did say we would want to investigate. Do we want to investigate Dalgrim first, or should we stick to the cave for now?
I mean,
In order of what you'll arrive at, it would probably make more sense to inspect the cave first, but that doesn't.
Okay.
I'm just more pointing out where things
Yeah.
are on the map.
Okay.
I think we head to the cave, and then before it gets dark, we head to the village. Well, what's left of it.
I think that's a good idea.
If it'll work out. Yes.
Right.
Maybe we can always just stay in the hut the evening.
Treasure first. People
Treasure
second.
first, people second. Sounds quite mercenary when we put it that way.
Oh, yeah, okay. Wait. Bastion.
Also,
we need to go
those-
make sure these people are okay.
Also, those that are kind of affected by the curse
Yeah.
have more of an inkling to go there.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like I'm trying to railroad you to go to the
No.
cave first. It really doesn't matter to me. It's just like things that would actually drive you to go to the cave first.
I haven't used the spell today, so I'm still, I suppose, feeling the urge to get the treasure.
Yeah,
It's definitely
Bastion
this-
is actually fine though. Bastion is like, yeah, we gotta help the people.
We do need to help these people. Oh,
Approached him and said, listen, the people have been here for quite some time and they're fine by themselves. I'm sure they'll be fine for a few more hours until we get what we need to get. And then who knows, maybe it can help them.
maybe it could help them.
It's quite possible.
Okay. As long as we don't take too long, I think. Should be fine then.
Be quick, in and out, 5-minute adventure.
5-minute adventure. I'm literally going to start counting down for 5 minutes as we keep walking.
Eventually, you arrive at the spot you think on the map, and you can't really see anything immediately. Everyone make a perception check to kind of just find the exact spot.
I'm going to try use the thingy.
Dice, I swear to God, you're going to fucking jail. 13.
18.
I rolled a
24.
fucking
And that's 20
five.
plus...
Nice.
Hey, nice. I have a plus
Okay, so you
9
guys
to
can see
fucking
that.
perception. This is dice is going to dice jail.
That's 20 plus
Okay.
4.
So this is the only one that doesn't notice kind of a cave opening near the close to this area, just kind of to slightly west of your position. Switch to that map. Wait, let me put fog of war on it.
Ooh.
Don't worry, guys.
Music change.
It's really important. No, it just restarted because it reached that point.
Peaceful music. Okay, there's definitely no danger here.
Yeah, no danger
We are
whatsoever.
perfectly safe.
This is a nice, beautiful glade.
Okay, yeah. You arrive at the cave
Dark.
entrance.
Yeah, I can see shit.
Yeah, I know.
That is a dark cave entrance.
Ooh. Cave entrance.
Who? Well, yeah, I'll move whoever's going in first. It's
Yeah.
5 feet across the small cave entrance.
Okay.
I kind of gesture to everyone and I say, okay, I'm gonna sneak through, take a look just like the last time, then come right back and just tell you guys what I see. Okay?
I'm gonna give him guidance.
Here.
Tap you on the
Okay.
shoulder, holy my holy symbol. Good luck.
Okay.
Be
cool.
safe, okay?
I have advantage on stealth and I've got guidance. Do this.
2
5
natural
minutes,
ones.
remember
Here we
that.
go.
19. That's good. So 29. Fuck it. Let's go a little bit higher with the guidance. No, that's D6. D4. Ignore the D6. 3. So that's 32.
Woo!
And I have
Okay.
advantage. So let's roll again in case of natural 20. No, it was a 1.
Okay.
Yay, so 32.
32.
Jesus, dude.
There's a
Jesus!
approaches there.
So big, dude.
Fuck!
Fuck.
I'm uncomfortably
Uh,
close to my screen right now. I'm gonna see this character
Let's zoom
this
this
close
shit
up.
out, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Durza approaches the cave and takes a look inside and can basically see the whole cave.
Oh yay.
If I can just select the right tool, that would be great.
That tiny little pebble here. Those twigs.
Ooh.
That
Big ass.
rag.
You look massive.
It's great.
I love this.
It's like the main reason I added this map is just the scale.
I just love how this looks like. This is supposed to be a crepe. It's more like a sugar cube.
Yeah. Like, ooh, look at that tasty snack.
Alright, I walk
The first
in.
thing you see when you walk in is a body
Ooh.
of humanoid figure, and the head looks like someone has smashed a rock in it.
Oh, God.
Okay, I look...
And next to it, you see a rock
Oh.
that oddly matches the indent on the person's head
has a little bit of dried blood on it as well. you
and
know.
has a decent amount of dried blood on it.
The clues are starting to come together. We could maybe crack this case. Just need to look a little bit harder. I look in here
Um,
first. What's over here?
You
Right,
look
check my back.
over there, there's not much, just a crate that's empty, kind of old, falling apart, slightly
Yeah.
rotted. There's a small hay pile that maybe someone was using as a bed.
Yeah.
But
So no chance of anyone else being in the cave.
from what you can see, no.
Okay, I slowly approach the body, and I lean over. Is there any signs of life, just in case?
Make a medicine check.
Okay, cool. Medicine with guidance.
No.
Wait, no guidance. Okay.
It'd still be active.
Yeah.
He's used it. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Okay.
think it's for one skill check in the next minute.
Okay. Well, it's 17. So.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's dead. But you do determine that it's a human, dark hair.
Mhm.
First you thought it might be ginger, but
No.
That's just blood.
oh yeah, that's just blood.
It's a lot of blood.
Darkish brown hair. I don't know how thoroughly you want to inspect him for.
Well, now I want to go through
description.
his pockets.
You go through his pockets, you find 2 silver pieces and a copper.
Oh, score.
Um,
Oh my god. This is terrible.
also noticed, like in his hand, there was a farming tool of sorts, just
score.
like a sickle. That's the word.
Yeah, it'd be like a sickle.
Yeah, no, it's a sickle. I just couldn't remember the word. And you look just beyond it, and you see over here. There's kind of a hole that's been dug up recently.
Ooh.
Kind of the dirt's been displaced, and looks like there used to be a box of sorts inside there.
Oh, that's empty now. I look around for footprints.
Just make a survival check.
Alright, don't fail me now.
Not going to be a
Fail
difficult
me.
one.
8.
But there's definitely footprints going into this cave and out of this cave.
Okay. I'll now double check. What is this farming instrument? Is it worth something?
Fucking goes around, man. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Where is this? Okay, let's just. I don't even know how to spell this. Just trying to see what it's worth, but it's just a basic farming tool. Looks quite well used. Kind of in a state of disrepair, actually.
Oh, so not really.
So yeah, it's not quite. Well, it's worth something. Not really.
Okay.
You could probably sell it, but
Yeah, not worth it. Okay, I'll go back out to my friends, my allies, patriots in arms. Yeah, I'll just walk up and I'll say, "Well, I found a dead body, but Jesus!"
sorry, I had to just bring them onto the map. I
Yeah,
had them hidden like in the corners.
yeah, found a dead body, but no sign of anything else. Looks like somebody's already beaten us to it.
Oh, that's alarming. Do you have any idea where they went?
I look at all the footprints and I'm like, they went that way, and I point out of the cave.
They left the cave.
Yeah, they left the cave.
That is
That's true.
astonishing
That's
insight.
That's okay. You need to get wireless headsets.
Fine, you didn't miss much. Doza was just explaining how it's fairly certain that the person left the cave.
Yeah.
But they
very
killed the person.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
It kind of makes sense, yeah.
Have we gone in?
Yeah, you guys are currently inside.
Yeah. Looking around, do we see any sign of the crate? The box that was dug up?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Looking around, does there seem to be any sort of secrets or any sign of what we could be looking for beyond an already dug up hole?
Make an investigation check.
Just an investigation check?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to decide now, like, because you could technically make like a Arcana check.
Can I make one as well?
What'd you roll on your investigation?
1.
Never mind on the
I'm
guidance.
gonna say no.
It totals to a 5.
Add the guidance just for the hell of it.
Yep.
Alright, that's D4.
Yeah.
If you can get a 9.
That's a 7 total.
So, essentially, you don't really make out too much more along the lines of this was likely a farmer from a nearby village.
Okay.
But as to, I mean, apart from the obvious of what happened here, about him getting hit by the nearby rock, that's kind of all you have.
This is rough, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over to the body and start doing final resting consecrations and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
easy
his
enough for
spirit
you.
will pass on.
I think if he starts doing that, I'll start casting as a ritual detect magic.
Okay.
Just to get a sweep of the place, remembering that there was magic involved in the last major treasures that we investigated.
After about 10 minutes or so of rites and magic casting, you'll detect magic triggers, and well, there's no magic nearby right now. There seems to be like a faint trace of that familiar magic coming from that hole,
Ooh.
but more of a remnant more than
Uh,
anything new.
I think what we're looking for was here. Now it's gone. This person looks like a farmer, might well be a villager from Delgrom. We had plans to go there anyway, but now that seems like the next logical step.
this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Although, of course, bear in mind, it does seem that someone killed them, possibly over whatever it is we're looking for. Caution may be advised.
Well, I think you should be able to handle it. As I kind of like take out my knife.
Yes, right. You used to be a good fighter.
Oh, dude!
I also take out my short sword.
What a dick!
I kind of just swing them around a little bit.
I didn't.
So, I used to be quite a good fighter. Luckily, I grew out at that stage and became a brilliant fighter.
Yes, indeed.
And the dick
that's
measuring
beautiful.
contest continues. Just sitting there looking down at my dick. Hey, nothing.
Ain't nothing. It's smooth as a candle.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Good on.
Oh god, that's beautiful.
Oh, it's so unexpected. I love it. All right.
I'm a tad worried that once we do go to Delgrim, that probably going to be someone who killed this person running around who might kill again.
Yes,
So people
that's,
might.
that's why we need
get
to
in
find them
trouble.
and stop them as soon as we can. You know,
Mm,
and find out all that they know, so we know who else needs help and who else, might require burial.
You're such an altruist.
Yes, no, I care deeply for the people of this land.
I'm going
Lots of
teary
ways
eyed
to
right
help
now.
people.
Yeah.
Sometimes healing sick.
Yeah, always try to do good.
I tilt my head for a moment, but do a benefit of the doubt. Very gullible when it comes to Durza.
Okay, so
Well, shall
you
we march on?
make your way outside the cave. Back to the world map.
Go to Dalgrim.
Yeah, to Dolgrim.
What left of it?
To
And
the
head
remnants.
towards Delgrim. And I feel like this would be a good spot to have a quick break because I
Sounds
need
good.
to like close gates and like
Oh, cool.
All right, sounds like a plan.
10
Quick
minutes?
break.
yeah,
Nice.
I'll be back in at about 22.
Sounds
No,
good.
10 to.
Well, 10
Sorry.
to.
Okay, awesome.
I don't have a be right back screen for D&D.
Mm.
You used to.
Did we?
Yeah.
We did.
Oh,
I saw
God.
it on the video. I was watching
Oh yeah,
it
that
today.
was my normal streaming be right back.
Be right back.
Yeah, I'll
Great.
just do that. All right, be back now.
Oh god, I love it. It's really cool. Jurassic Park. Oh, fuck. What was that?
Sequence, not a clap.
Dude, that was terrible.
That was horrible.
That was the worst clap
I
sequence
feel
ever.
disgusted in ourselves.
Let's do it again.
Uh,
Oh, my
Okay.
Who just decided to clap randomly? Who was that? Own up.
It was
Expose
me.
yourself.
It
Disgusting.
was me, I'm sorry.
Disgusting.
Wait, did
How
Jethro
fucking dare
also
you.
clap?
Clap right now, randomly.
Yeah, I know, I did as well.
You guys
When he was
were on
owning
time.
up, I was like, what? It was the first time we've ever clapped in sync. It was purely accidental.
Oh, fucking hell.
Beautiful.
Okay. You make your way northeast towards Dalgrim.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be Dalgrim.
Oh,
And you're approaching the top of a hill or a rise just before the city or the village. As you reach the rise of the hill, the first thing you notice is the village-sized crater.
Hmm.
Next to catch your attention is the ramshackle camp nearby, consisting of army-style tents, but hastily set up, and kind of lacking the structure of a proper company.
So bandits. Hmm.
Looking over the crater, is it soil? Is it grass?
No grass. It's soil.
Okay.
Hmm.
As though
Everything's made
Dalgrim was
some rock as
scooped
well.
out of the earth.
Pretty much.
I don't know how anyone would have this kind of power. Able to do this.
It's uncomfortable thought.
I don't know, but I'm very keen to find out.
Do we make our way over to the camp? See what's happening here?
Think so.
I kind of look at the camp. I say, I have a sneaking suspicion that if these aren't random leftover peasants from the city, they might just be bandits.
I'll have a look, I say, and my eyes go blank, white, and the owl starts to move.
I kind of look at Bastion. I look back at him, and I'm like, "Is he okay?"
He does this from time to time. He tends to just grab me and go along with it.
Oh, so this is a
Goes
usual
blind.
thing. that- So he just casually goes blind on occasion.
It's a peculiar one, but he always comes back. I've begun timing him.
And what's the longest one so far?
It's at least 15 seconds.
All right, let's see if he beats it this time. Start counting.
You hear this whole exchange.
Owl swoops forward, keeping high enough to not be immediately noticeable, but low enough to have a good look at the camp.
As the owl gets closer, you start taking a better look, and you see it seems to be a refugee camp.
Yeah, sure.
The tents must have been donated by the military to kind of act as makeshift housing.
Okay. The owl will. I'll stay in the owl's vision, so swoop back around towards my companions. I'll come to land on Durza, and then I'll just say, and then I will say, it's a refugee camp. My eyes go back to normal.
I kind of stay quiet for a second, and I slowly take out my knife.
The owl blinks out of existence.
Oh,
Whisper in Durza's ear. 11 minutes.
7 minutes. All right, I'll keep track. That's a record.
Okay, so it's refugees, not bandits. That means at least we know that people survived whatever the hell happened here.
Well, some of them
some.
definitely did.
You see injured?
Did I see injured?
Yes.
Yes, I did. We'd best make our way over and see what we can do.
Beeline.
Okay.
I let him go ahead. Curious to see what happens.
I'll follow along behind him, and the owl will blink back into existence above us, just keeping an eye out for anyone approaching us.
Easy enough. As you as you get closer, you notice how almost all the people you can see are battered, and bruised, wounded in some way or another.
That's a lot of heating.
That's a lot of
I've
food.
got something that'll help with that.
The air turns quite foul and with the smell of mix of waste, blood, and almost like burning.
Yummy.
Kind of just that smoky smell of which that seems to be more wafting over from the crater area, which may or may not still be smoldering.
Yummy.
You hear once you kind of reach the edge of the camp, you can hear people like in pain, just kind of the general cries of pain, and every now and again get the sorrow, the like mournful sob of someone that's obviously lost a loved one.
Good.
And but other than that, it's kind of quiet. You can hear some people trying to set up additional tents on the other side of the camp, and you do see a few soldiers of the they called again. Let's not get this wrong. Of the flaming swords, kind of just patrolling.
Means we can't heal these people. I'm claiming swords here.
Who do you think gave them the tents?
Magic's illegal though.
Yeah, I know.
Well, this is
arcane magic or divine magic? Because I've been working on the idea that clerics could still do their thing.
So yeah, arcane magic is illegal. Divine magic isn't illegal, but the worshipping of other gods is illegal.
Yeah.
So if you can cause divine magic without your holy symbol, go for it.
I don't think I can.
So your magic isn't illegal, it's just your god that's illegal.
This is paining.
Yeah, so this is the scene that's before you. Is
What?
Sorry,
I was waiting for Jethro to kind of get back to it. There was something happening there.
So we had Mister coming in for the charge and stuff.
John Ma.
What is wrong with you? You're lucky I love you.
Give him a good nipple squeeze for me.
I'm gonna give him a good nipple squeeze. He literally ran in here. He's like, my phones are dead. There are people crying. Why are you making these sound effects?
I'm one of them.
Jesus. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Okay, so I'm having
People crying. Yeah.
this heavy internal debate at the moment because I want to help these people, but that was the sound of the internal debate that just happened. I know I can't. I look over to Durs and I say, "So please, can you distract them for a minute? The gods, I need to help these people."
Sure I can.
Well, hearing this, I will step forward and say, greetings. Who goes there?
Oh wow, you look wealthy. It's we're just lowly privates.
I take it you are. Sorry, I am a bit out of the loop. How far is it to Dalgrim?
Yeah, this is Dalgrim.
Bugger. What happened here?
Well, we're still in the process of finding out. Well, Captain's heading up the investigation while we're providing relief efforts.
My companion here is quite helpful, quite handy with various things. Might he assist where he can? Might he wander amongst the people and help quietly?
That would be really helpful. And they look at your companion and notice that He's a warforged and kind of
I'm just giving the best smile
immediately
I
stop
can.
mid sentence and say, "Yeah, actually, on second thought, our captain might want to speak with you first."
Oh.
Okay.
Um,
What happened?
Well, we don't know for sure, and we can't really reveal too many details. We don't want to start a panic or anything like that. But there's rumors that your friend kind of has someone that looks like your friend had something to do with what happened here.
this is my first time here. I will say that.
And I can certainly vouch for this.
Well, I'm sure you
Like-
weren't directly responsible, but we can't take any chances.
I understand, I suppose.
And they
Well,
kind of look extremely nervous, both of these two human guards.
Right, well, who are you taking as your captain then?
Wait, we'll gladly go, but please let us help some people first. You don't mind, just the most injured.
We can
Make
certainly
a
stop for
persuasion
that.
check with disadvantage.
Can I not be helping him?
Okay, a straight persuasion check from Bastion then.
Ah, fuck! It was almost 14. 7.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. It's not that we don't believe you're trying to help. It's more that some of the villages are where we heard the rumors from, and they might not want your assistance. We prefer to avoid panic.
See.
Very well. Will you take us to your captain then?
Yes.
Right away. Follow us. And they turn around and they kind of start leading you through the camp. It's kind of a twisted setup. Yes, sorry about the state. The camp should be more orderly, but we were very few men, and the villagers had to help set up before, so we could get everyone in shelter. And they weren't as skillful. And you can see some of the tents are not set up; that they're barely structural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of look around and say, well, how long have you been here?
Well, the explosion about 2 or 3 days ago.
Wow. So recently.
Yeah,
What exactly happened?
like I said, we're still investigating this.
But you said there was an explosion. I don't know of anything that could explode with quite this force.
Like I said, we're still investigating. I'm just a grunt. They don't pay me enough to think.
Cheers to that.
Eventually, they lead you kind of to this sort of up near the coast, kind of on a cliff overlooking the sea.
Yeah.
I just realized this is the wrong way. Whoopsie. Let me just rotate the map.
Yeah.
Ooh, good for that.
I believe I actually, because I was like, no, this would look, no, this is the right way. Yeah, no, this is the right way. I'm fucking, yeah.
We're having a
I'm
moment
confusing
here.
myself now. I'm confusing myself. This is fine.
Well
This,
done.
yeah, this is the north coast. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
Ooh, it's fun.
Yeah.
Why are there tokens? This isn't fun.
Alright, I take the one on the right, you take the one on the left, and then we...
I'm just gonna move these two and say
Approaching us
they were
quickly.
the. Actually, no, these two are just guarding the main tent, and I can just do this copy.
Copy paste.
Shit,
Oh,
there's
look at
more of them.
that. Challenge
Oh, no,
rating
there's
just
more.
went
Oh,
to
God.
deadly.
Oh god!
it's deadly now. It's deadly.
These are the two that are escorting you.
Alright.
Escorts.
Yeah, and they lead you.
It has been a hard time in Delrum.
They lead you towards the tent. The one stands to the kind of the side and like starts chatting to one of the guards outside, and the other goes. He says, one that's been speaking to you says, "Wait here a moment,"
Alright.
and he heads inside the tent.
Inside,
We
I
can
just
hear-
to everyone. I say, okay, you pull down the pants of the one. I've got 1,000 bearings in my bag. You drop
I
them.
just need 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Sorry.
I mean, we could take them.
We could take them easily.
Yeah.
They are grunts, after all.
They are gruds.
They said so themselves.
Well,
Don't
these
lie.
two are.
I have
The other
1,000
two,
ball
the two
bearings.
that are by the door seem a bit more well armed.
Okay, they've
Metal,
been upgraded.
metal is conductive.
You boys have.
They seem to have like this air of, yeah, we're trusted to guard the captain's tent. So
Figure if we keep
Don't
talking,
fuck
these will
with
turn into paladins.
The big bad evils.
they're dragons, shapeshift.
Shapeshifted dragons.
That's
I'm
why they
incredibly
all look
panicked.
the same.
Yes, that makes sense. They found one look they liked.
I am very panicked at this point.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you
Yeah.
are.
So, kind of hear some chatting from inside. You hear a different voice go, "Another one?"
Another one. There's been another Warforged 3 here.
No.
And then he leaves the camp, the tent, and is followed by find this guy's description because I put it down somewhere. I have too many pieces of paper.
Know this pain.
I have the guy's name written down somewhere, but I can't find any of it.
Did you mean his name is Cornelius Chester?
It's a popular name in Menos.
There it is. Whew, found it. You see a human male. Yeah, there's a lot of humans in this army.
Makes sense.
It's short-lived.
I just improv like 3 people as human, and the one guy that's actually like not not improv is actually just straight up human. Human. Okay,
It's a
cool.
very racist place.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw other races around, but
In
the
camp.
ones that are here, part of this
Indeed.
platoon, seem to be mostly human.
Yeah.
You see a human male, like, kind of approaching his 40s.
Mhm.
Definitely battle hardened. You can just he walks with that confidence of someone that's I've been attacked a lot of times, and I've always come out alive.
That's a challenge.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm hearing this.
yeah. You take his look just as this guy's
Invitation.
challenging me.
Mm-hmm. Are you challenging me?
Yeah, I was picturing it as well.
Yeah.
I immediately strike that pose that fucking Shaggy does.
Yeah, yeah. But I was picturing.
Stepping
Uh,
forward,
Mhm.
I say, "Greetings. My name is
Jojo.
Killian. I believe you're the captain here."
Yes. I'm Captain Woodlock. Of
Pleasure to
the-
make your acquaintance.
This platoon, my private here tells me got an interesting companion with you.
Yes, well, I do keep interesting company. Tell me, what happened to Dolgrim?
Yeah, we're still investigating that, and quite frankly, I don't know who you are, so I can't really tell you what little we know already. But what we
Okay.
do know is that this Warforged has something to do with it.
Which Warforged?
Well, a Warforged, and seeing as you've kind of arrived shortly after a disaster,
Yes, 2 days.
gotta ask any questions about what you know about what happened.
Oh, we know that there was an explosion, and
Okay.
there is now no city.
Yes, when we were approaching here, we saw that the whole town had been scooped out of the earth, it looked like.
Yeah, it's quite troubling, but I was asking the Warforged what he knows about what happened here. And he's just staring at you with this intensity that you're quite used. you've never been around a person that's exuded this much hostility towards you,
I'm
but in like a
feeling so
cold
uncomfortable.
manner.
I've
Not
had people
kind.
look at me funny before, but not like this.
Yeah.
So, so Whitlock, honestly, I don't know what's happened here. This is my first time in Belgrim. There's a warforged that did this. I'd also like to find out what occurred. What did they look like? Do you know?
He's
They-
gonna
they-
approach you while you're speaking, and kind of just
I'm gonna
walk
shuffle back
almost
slightly.
around you, kind of walk almost through like a circle around you, kind of examining you, kind of to match, taking in too much of
Going
of
a lot
what.
smaller than I usually am.
I kind of
Of-
stare him up and down as he comes close to me, like assessing him.
He doesn't even look at you at this point.
I don't care if he looks at
Yeah,
me.
no.
I just want him to know I'm assessing
That's-
him.
No, that's fine. And he just takes a look and he says, sorry, your mark, Jethro, is that
Yes, my
uh,
hand
on your
covered
hand?
the glove.
It's covered. Okay. So he looks at you for a bit.
I cover anything
Kind
that
of-
might be dangerous.
Yeah, and then he turns away and says, "Well, I don't seem to have the same mark, but you could be hiding it.
What?
Keep
Mark?
an eye on you. That's
Yes.
none of your concern."
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
it
wait,
absolutely is if you're going to start interrogating my companions in this manner.
wait. You saying the Warforged had a mark?
Yeah, they had a mark on there, according to witnesses.
I'm gonna rush up to him and pull my glove off. Could it be like this, perhaps?
Oh.
Something like this. Please.
I love this so much.
Mm.
Could the mark be something like this? I don't know what this is, but please, if you have any information,
He
please tell me.
jumps
I
back
start
as you
preparing my
reveal the
dagger
mark.
and sword.
If you have any information. Oh, pull back myself.
Captain, I can see that you recognize that mark. We've been traveling for 2 days. We were last in the city, name which fucking escapes me now. But we were last in the city 2 days ago. We've been traveling here on our own business, and we saw that there was a tragedy that occurred here. We stepped forward to try and help. My companion here is particularly good at help, trying to heal injured and the ill. We stepped into this camp offering our help, and we've been treated with suspicion. And now you seem shocked at the sight of this mark. Clearly, there's more going on here, but why will you not let us help you?
Make a persuasion check with advantage, because that's a pretty good argument.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm the backup and the
and
other
the fact that
talkers.
Bastion is like so blatantly showing the mark
Yeah.
and that sort of thing. It's kind of like, well, if they were really evil
Yes.
masterminds, would they reveal themselves so frequently, like so easily?
Yes, that's what I'm loving about this. That's a 13
Just as confused
total.
as they are.
Sorry, that was a total of
13.
13
Yeah.
with advantage.
Yeah.
God, the
Man,
charisma
dude.
of this party.
Yeah, no,
Terrible.
right.
Captain
My
says, "Well, I believe that you've been traveling, and what you're saying is likely true, but if your companion has the same mark at the warforged that supposedly caused this, I feel like he's connected to it somehow. Maybe you're also connected to the other warforged that came through here earlier.
Yes,
The
'cause we
Warforged?
have multiple Warforged.
Yeah, all warforged know each other. Isn't that how it works?"
I mean, I've often wondered the same about humans, but I've been told that's quite a ridiculous oversimplification.
Oof.
Yes, but the reason I'm suspecting that he knows him is because she also had
Gee,
a mark.
She.
please stop myself.
And
I
was
understand.
also traveling from said unnamed city.
Sounds like you knew her quite well.
Well, asked her about what happened as well.
She
Same
also
kind
not.
of.
And she was also not here then when the explosion happened.
No, she arrived about a day ago.
And the
He was
explosion
also
happened 2
investigating.
days ago.
Sorry,
And the explosion happened 2 days ago.
it was 3 days ago.
3,
3 days ago.
even longer ago. In any event, I do understand that you are hesitant to trust us, and we are strangers among this camp, but I do want to assure you that we are interested in helping.
Well, if that really is true, we could use it. But, sorry, who are the three of you, actually? I haven't got any names.
Well, as
We
I
are the
said earlier, I am
mighty
Killian.
Ah, yes, sorry.
Sorry, I had to.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Did you give your house name as well? Or
No, just Killian.
Killian, you've got the air of a noble. Are you part of one of the elf houses?
I am indeed.
May I ask which house?
Sylphanus.
That name carries weight even here.
He says very nonchalantly. Sorry.
And you, Warforged?
I am Bastion Garrick. Traveling.
Did you say Garrick?
Yes. Do you know my father, perhaps?
I met some gnomes
Yes.
that went by that name.
Sibo Garrick.
Maybe 10 years ago.
Longer than
They were
I've
nice
known them.
people. They were. Hope I don't run into them again, because if I remember correctly, they were heathens, if I'm not mistaken. They didn't follow the way of Tempest, but I'm sure you're not one of those.
Certainly, Bastion was quite interested in the Temple of Tempest when we were in the city.
Kind of
Yes.
gives like a little bit of a nod, saying, like, you're probably, he knows more, but he's kind of letting it slide as well.
I feel like I've stepped my foot into too much already, so I'm just going to keep very quiet.
And you, youngster?
Yes, now I'm Durzo.
Durza, okay. Just need to keep kind of a track of those that are coming through as much as possible, especially those that are willing to help. Well, I suppose if you've got old friends of mine, family members, and members of House Sulthanus with you, I find it odd that you'd be a part of what transpired here. So I'm inclined to ask for your help. I'm missing a few capable people actually investigating what happened here. And if you said you're willing to help,
Then it is a matter of interest.
I'll inform my guards and say that you're investigating to assist, and we'll have limited freedom within here.
Thank you. Although, on the topic of missing people, are you familiar with the cave to the southwest of where the village would be?
Not that familiar with this area. We haven't had that much time to scout, and he looks to one of the guards that was standing by the tent. Then he said by the tent.
The taint. Just like a
Very-
massive ass of this
Yeah.
hanging piece of
Very
meat.
interesting place.
That's why
You think
there's so
maybe
many
he
guards.
These guards are very close to each other.
And he says, I did notice a small cave out there, but nothing of importance was in it. It was
When last were you there?
shortly after the explosion.
Okay, no, I bring it up because we spotted us and checked in while we were passing, and we found a body. A dead man. Looked to be a peasant.
Well, if we could report that one person is not just missing, that might be helpful. And he turns to one of the guards that escorted you here and says, "Go check out this cave and take Williams with you as well. And if you can, bring the body back. You can inform maybe they have some loved ones." And he salutes and then turns and starts heading off towards the encampment. Kind of just a more direct path than the winding, and disappears.
It's 4 and 3. Take them now.
There's one less. Come on, guys, you got this.
Run this shit.
These bitches into minors.
Well, thanks for that information.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have gone missing, so good
Right.
chance no one even knows that he's gone. Or no one's even looking for him anymore. But I digress. If you're truly set on helping, you may do so. Also, you have permission to investigate a bit. Please, and share any information you come across. Also, I believe the other Warforged was here earlier. What was her name? Donna, I guess. She might still be in the village. I think she was interested in what happened with the crater. So,
Actually, in the interest of sharing information, what is known about what happened here?
so there was apparently a witness, but he's only really spoken in riddles. It was kind of, from what we gather, saw the start of the explosion and sensed danger and just started running and was caught by the edge of it. Thanks to him, I think a few people got out. They saw him just screaming and telling everyone to run, and due to that, a few more people got out. But obviously, if you see someone screaming and running, you don't necessarily follow. So he didn't save as many as he could, but he mentioned something about seeing a Warforged right at the center, started glowing. And then he described that mark. That's kind of all we've got out of him now. But we're just waiting for him to recover a bit, and we can continue questioning.
Indeed.
I could help with that. The recovery part. Could maybe help with getting some more information, maybe about the mark or Warforged.
He kind of pauses for a moment. Right now, he's kind of our only witness, and he's describing someone similar to you with the same mark. So you can understand why we are reluctant to let you see our only witness.
There's such an internal debate going on in Passion's head right now. He's like, he wants to help these people so bad, but he also understands there's so much panic. Yeah. I'm going to withdraw into myself.
Certainly, it does seem like one place we could start is we could move amongst the people and help where we can. I don't know if you'd be wanting to keep guards with us, or if we might already be spread quite thinly throughout the encampment.
We're spread quite thinly, but I will send a guard. I turns to the man to his left and says, "James, just spread word that they're aiding us in the investigation."
And if we should find an opportune moment to help someone who might otherwise not be helped, would we have your assent to that?
I would as long as everything is kept in the good name of Tempest, or...
Of course, we shall be discreet. We should certainly not say anything. I would never have anything bad to say of Tempest.
Oh, I was not implying that you would. As long as it doesn't break any of our holy laws, or we
Of
should be
course.
fine.
Of course.
Kind of just looking at Bastion again, kind of knowing.
Well, shall we go and start interrogating people? Durza, Bastion, do you have anything more you wish to ask or add?
No, not particularly. The bar covers it.
Bastion, you seem quite quiet.
I'll leave you to it then. And he heads back inside his tent, and the other guard heads off.
Cool.
I can't help. I can't help these people without my holy symbol.
I will sort of gesture that we step away as you start talking.
I mean, I'm assuming we're walking while we
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
I'm not saying this right in front of the fucking guards. I mean, expressly just said.
I will say,
Sorry, I don't have the whole camp map, so
it's
I'm
fine.
gonna make do with this edge.
Good
Bastion, I certainly see you wish to help, and I won't stop you. I would encourage you to try and be discreet. And certainly we don't know how the people themselves might react, but I imagine they might be persuaded, be understanding if their wounds are before them.
Also, I might add, I put the two of you in danger there with my lack of thinking and brashness. I do apologize.
That was terribly unexpected of you.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think. I got excited, and I don't know what this is. And
Well, in
Sorry.
any event, we can perhaps discuss this later. I imagine our first order of business, you would like to help people. Durza and I can perhaps investigate. Durza, do you wish to stay with us, or do you wish to keep investigating ahead of us?
You know what, you guys carry on with helping the general public. I think it's the more important thing. I'll investigate.
Please let us know whatever you find about the camp, and if you run into anyone that Bastion would like to speak to, please let us know where we can find them.
Of course, we'll do.
Durza.
Okay, so the party is splitting.
Yeah.
Oh God, can we do this?
Well, the rogue can hide, and if we do need to burn our bridges in this camp, we can.
Fair enough. I think we can take a few guards.
At least,
I think
yeah.
take more than a few guards.
Okay, since I think the investigation is going to be kind of done stealthily and a bit more, like, slowly, it's not going to immediately jump off, I feel like let's go with Killian and Bastion first.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'll turn to Bastion and say, Bastion, you take the lead. You seem to really have a desire to help these people, so go where you think helping is most needed.
Okay, so I'm going to walk directly into possibly the first person who looks injured. Or actually, wait, I'm going to try to do this a little bit smarter. I'm gonna,
The first person you see.
Literally the first
it's
one.
kind of how Bastion would do, but he's made a little mistake earlier. So maybe Killian. I usually jump into things shoulder and heart first. How do you think we should handle this? Because they say they might be a little bit scared of me. I want to help them, but I don't want to freak people out.
Let us find where the most injured are and see what can be done there. See who is around there, and then we can work from there.
It's a good idea.
On your way over here, you did notice kind of a much larger tent, which, with basic knowledge of military things, you're assuming
Okay.
it's like kind of a makeshift infirmary, field hospital type.
I will lead the way there.
Perfect.
Stepping inside.
Yeah, make your way. There's a guard actually standing outside. He kind of, at first he sees a warforged,
Oh.
gets uneasy, and then remembers that he was just told about a warforged and a noble that are investigating and trying to help, and kind of relaxes and says, and kind of just opens the tent to let you inside.
I do a slight salute and step inside.
Try and copy the salute. At
Make a
least.
performance check.
Yeah, fuck, why not? Let's check this out. Performance +0. Oh god.
Nice.
Natural 3.
you make you go to salute, and you end up kind of stumbling and tripping, and you grab like the kind of the doorway of the tent,
He's attacking.
and you rip like a section off of it as you enter. As you kind of just embarrassingly just kind of continue the stumble and use it to kind of walk forward, and you like drop the small piece of tent that you ripped off.
I'll fix that when they're not looking.
I'll sort of step to fill the gap.
You see about 10 people spread out on the floor with various injuries, missing limbs, bandages over their heads. Some probably had some damage to their eyes and that sort of thing.
I will sort of address the tent. Are there any sort of clerics or priests around? Anyone who looks like a healer?
Yeah, there is a few. There is two priests. They don't seem to be very high level, and I would say about 5 kind of medics, not necessarily with magic, but kind of basic medicine training. And then there's also an elvish woman who's seems to kind of be looking at the most crucial, but then also the others will come and like report to her, and then head back to do other things and fetch supplies for her and that sort of thing. She seems to kind of be the head medic.
I'll step over to her and say, "Greetings. My name is Killian. May I ask yours?"
Yes, I'm Valeria.
Valeria. Pleasure to meet you. Listen, myself and my companion were traveling, and we saw what had befallen the city. We wish to offer what help we can. My companion is quite a dab hand at these sorts of things, but I am curious. In situations such as these, I imagine healing magic of all sources might be quite helpful. I wonder how much magic this camp has access to.
She kind of looks towards the 2 priests.
Mm-hmm.
It goes, yeah, the priests, they do what they can, but they're real low level, and I believe they're already out for the day. But
Indeed,
they're just trying to do bandages, and that's what the rest of us are here for.
Indeed. Would you describe yourself as a pragmatic person?
If it saves my patients, I'm willing to do most things.
And the priests, are they pragmatic?
Probably not the priests.
Well,
but I think I catch what you're meaning, and I think I can get the priests to give us a moment of respite.
certainly. And if there's any help I can offer, do let me know.
She kind of nods, goes to the where the 2 priests are. They're both bandaging and changing the bandages of an injured person. She says a few things to to them. You're not quite sure what she's saying. Every now and again you hear, I need to request from the captain more supplies. And can we fetch from the storehouse? That sort of thing. Just kind of trying to get them out of the tent. After a few moments, they kind of finish up what they're doing and then head towards the exit of the tent.
I'll then move over to and say, would you please, my companion would love, I'm sure, to know who he should help.
Okay.
And then I'll step to sort of keep an eye out on who's coming towards the tent and block the gap in the tent's wall.
Yeah,
No.
She looks around and she goes, as she points to someone who's missing an arm, and you can see that the bandaging and everything is that they've tried what they can to stop it, but it looks like it's going gangrene and infected.
But how many people are in here?
Yeah, there's 10 wounded. About 6 physicians.
Okay. I cast mass healing word twice
Oh shit! Okay.
I
to
am
heal
whistling
every
while this
single
is
one of these
happening.
people. It's instantaneous, double verbal bonus action. I
Oh,
was gonna
cool.
go with a prayer.
And
It's
that hits how many people?
that's 6 per, so 12 in total.
Okay, sweet. So, well, it's not good enough to just roll healing. Let's see how effective this is for each
First
one.
one's 7.
Nice.
For the first
Ooh.
6, it's 7 people. Well, 7 hit points for the first
Yeah.
6.
Cool.
And then the second one, if I had more time, the next was also 7.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna say you hit the most wounded twice, because there's some overlap.
As long as the wounds close and they
Can't
heal as
rot
many
them.
as possible, that's the thing. As long
So
as they don't die.
a lot of like the kind of the moaning and like, the just like grunts of kind of just general pain that was kind of the ambience to the tent you're now in, kind of fades, and there's kind of just a new quiet of people aren't in as much pain as they were, and the one whose wound was kind of infected, uh, it's kind of just sealed up. Obviously, no one regained any limbs or
Yeah.
that sort of thing, but definitely relieved all the pain, closed the minor wounds on them, and some of them that were kind of close to just straight up dying. Well, there's some that might have damaged, like missing organs and that sort of thing from
Mhm.
shrapnel. They might still be in trouble, but at this point, there's no real way to tell. But in general, everyone seems to be a lot healthier in here.
Okay. That makes me feel a lot better. Look around.
And,
Is
and,
anyone panicked?
and Zaleria kind of just turns to you and says, "Thank you. I know you're probably under a lot of suspicion, but you've done good."
if one of my people, or I guess my people, did this, then I have to help,
And
regardless of what I feel.
she looks at you, and she also noticed, okay, like you obviously used a different holy symbol, and she pulls a holy symbol off of a table next to her, and it's the flaming sword of Tempest, and she hands it to you, and she says, "If anyone asks how you healed, say you use this."
Thank you. That'll help. Lots.
Because I still have to explain to the 2 priests how everyone suddenly got better while they were gone.
True.
And I can't very well say, "Oh no, the Warforged that came in, yeah, he cast a spell." And then they ask how.
I didn't think of that. I really didn't think of that. I'm so sorry.
I will turn around and say, if I might offer, I've heard the Tempest is a gracious lord.
Yes. She says, kind of not really caring what people think of Tempest.
I will shrug. Is there anywhere else that we should be looking for people to help that you are aware of?
In dire need, there's probably people out in other tents. There's definitely not enough food going around.
God, I don't have that prepared. No, come on, dude. I don't have that prepared. Fuck.
Water is also a bit of an issue, but not quite.
If you give me a day, I can help with that, definitely.
Well, certainly we can have a look around to see what other alternatives there are. Perhaps there may be game in the woods or a stream nearby. We should spend our day looking.
There was scouts that have found a nearby river, but it's more we're lacking people to bring the water here.
Oh no, certainly.
We doing manual labor 101 right now. Slowly farming for XP.
Mhm.
Hey, this is how you help a refugee city.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
Shall we look on for more people to assist? Bastion, it's probably best we weren't here when the priest returned.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And we go from 10 to 10, doing our best.
Okay.
So we'll look around and then
I'm gonna cut back to Durza. Let's see what he's been up to.
We're back
Alright.
into.
I think the first thing that I want to do is try to find that like female warforged just to clear suspicion.
Okay. Make a perception check. It's not perception or
Hey!
investigation, whichever one. You can ask around. I'm sure people will have seen her.
Okay, cool. I'll do investigation because I think that makes more sense. 21.
Okay. Yeah. No, it takes you. Kind of you. Okay, I should probably find that Warforged. I wonder where she. Oh, there she is. As you see, kind of.
She kind of literally walks right in front of me. Pretty much.
She almost walks into you and kind of, oh, sorry, and she like steps around you as she's kind of heading kind of across the camp, kind of guess if you were heading from the captain's tent south from the coast through the camp, it would be kind of to the east. She's heading kind of towards the the eastern edge, which is kind of the crater side of the camp.
Okay, I'm gonna follow her.
Easy enough. Are you doing it stealthily or?
Yeah, I'll do it stealthily.
Okay, make your stealth check, please.
Okay, cool. That's a 21.
21. Okay, yeah. You're able to follow her through the encampment with great ease. Kind of, you notice she's getting very strange looks from a lot of people, and the guards are a bit more wary than they were of Bastion. They're more wary of her because. Sorry, is that coming from Jethro?
Yeah, I think
Sorry.
Can you just mute? Can you hear
Mute.
the TV or something?
Sorry.
so.
Yeah.
Newsman.
So you start making your way. You watch her. She's getting glared at, and kind of the guards when she walks nearby kind of get it easy and subconsciously reach for their weapons a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, she's kind of ignored. People kind of at this point, what worse can happen to them? You know. Eventually, she leaves the edge of the camp, and there's just a small section of grass, about like 30 feet, and then it's the crater that was Delgrim. And you watch her; she makes her way kind of towards it, slides down the slight indent of the ground, and starts kind of making her way towards the center of it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna carry on following her. I want to see what she's up to.
Okay, you're gonna start losing cover because, well, there's no cover.
Yeah.
I mean, if there were at least half cover, he could still hide.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna like. If she sees me, then that's okay. But like, I'm gonna try to see how long I can go without her seeing me.
Okay, you're just kind of walking quietly behind her.
Yeah.
So if she's not looking around, no one would really notice you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like jump her pretty much.
Yeah. No, you're walking quietly behind her. No need for a new stealth check or anything.
Yeah.
Eventually, she kind of gets to the center, crouches down, like looking, puts her hand in the dirt, like moves it around, kind of just smells it, just looking around the area. What are you doing?
I'm gonna walk up to her, and I'm gonna like stand right behind her and say, "So, what have you found out so far?"
She kind of jumps, and ends up being clumsy in the way that you used to Bastion.
Ah, yes, cut from the same cloth.
Yeah. Up to this point, she seemed kind of well put together, not like stomping around like Bastion does with that air of like the kitty type glee of how he walks around. She's kind of just been like cool,
Bastion
collected.
toddles
But the
around.
moment you start speaking, she kind of jumps, stumbles, and then takes a moment to kind of. Sorry, what was that? Oof, why did you sneak up on me?
I just look at him like, you can definitely tell that you came from the same cut of cloth as Bastion.
Bastion? That name's familiar. Is he that
Oh, God.
Warforged I met in the city
Oh god.
a while
Kinda-
ago?
I kind of shake my head and said, yeah, that's the one.
Are you a friend of his? It was quite strange. And you can see she's kind of regaining her composure.
I kind of just shake my head, say, sort of. Anyways, what
He
exactly?
kind of nods understanding, like, he's met him once and kind of gets it.
That'll be this impression of people.
Let's see. So, what exactly are you doing here?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what happened.
And have you found anything?
Well, not much apart from definitely a magical based explosion, not with gunpowder or that sort of other explosive.
Let's see.
And apparently it was done by a Warforged, or at least a Warforged was related to the cause. And of what I've heard about the rumors, no one really wants to tell me anything in the city, in the camp.
Oh, I can kind
So I
of.
thought I'd come see what happened at Round Zero.
I'm just trying to sit there and think like we all know those pretty much. And how exactly have you gotten free reign when they're so suspicious of the Warforged?
Oh, I don't have free reign. And as she says that, you kind of look back and you see there's two guards kind of watching from the embankment of the crater.
How did I miss that? Whoa! Someone give
I
these
mean, you weren't
motherfuckers
really
a
looking
raise.
for it, but
Very true. Give these boys a raise.
Higher stealth than you, dude.
Yeah, you know, holy shit.
well, they just had to beat your passive.
Very true. My pass is 17. Yo, wait, no, it's not 17. What is it? 19. They beat 19.
Dude!
Holy shit.
What kind of passive is that shit?
I have a job for them. Business proposition here. Holy shit.
You think they're not like the riffraff that's patrolling? You think they're more likely of the same class that's guarding the camp,
Kind of.
the captain's tent.
I kind of make mental notes to find out what their names are. All right.
Cool. Yeah, no, they're following me. The people also don't really want to talk to me.
Let's see. Why exactly are you doing here? Besides investigating, what brought you here?
It's a bit personal, but I don't really see too much to hide. Well, since it was rumored to be a Warforged, I figured I might be connected to them. I'm kind of lacking memories from anything beyond a few years ago, but I figured that if I could find other Warforged that might be connected, ones that aren't so clueless like Bastion.
Fuck the both of you.
I would have asked him more about it, but he was asking me questions that I knew the answer to. So maybe he'll be of help in the future. But at the moment, he's behind where I am, so he's not going to help me with my search.
I nod my head, like understandably. Yeah.
I get that.
I get that, yeah.
Sucks so much.
um, say, I look around and I say, do you know any magic? Like detect magic or anything?
Kind
Ooh.
of like gives you a look up and down. I know a bit.
And have you tried it yet?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to cast the magic with the eyes.
I see. Alright. I'll just check. How long do you need to detect magic?
I don't think it's worth taking the risk of long casting. I can cast it. I just need a few moments.
Leave it up to me, and I'll start making my way towards the guards.
She nods her thanks, kind of goes back to kind of just looking like she's looking at the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way back to where the guards are.
Okay, I approach them, quite openly, quite merrily. I say, hello there, chaps.
Hello there?
I kind of walk up and say, I gotta say, I'm quite impressed. There's not many you can sneak up on me like this.
We weren't really hiding that much. Not necessarily from you.
Wow. We weren't even trying to hide from you, I didn't even notice you. Listen, come here. Where exactly did you learn how to be so discreet?
They kind of like eye you up and down and they go, kind of experience. Been scouts in the army for some time.
Scouts, eh? Interesting. And tell me, how much are they paying you in this place?
Well, depends really, but we make a decent wage. You thinking of enlisting? Or hiring us?
Well, I definitely think that you two have great potential.
Yeah, we're not really mercenaries though, so we kind of do this for a country and Tempest.
Oh, no. I'm definitely not a mercenary, of course. We're the personal guard for Killian. You've heard of him, of course, son of the royal Alvin family.
Oh, you're with him. We
Yes.
were told about you. Aren't you
Yes,
with the
yes.
Warforged as well? I thought that one was a man.
Yes, no, we're just busy keeping an eye on this one, just seeing what she knows. Our dear Bastion over there, he's just a clueless little one. More we're looking after him than he's looking after us, but he's a good meat shield. Not a tanky little bastard.
Fuck you.
Makes sense. I mean, isn't that what they're for anyway?
Yeah, exactly.
Warforged?
Yes, no, exactly. They're created specifically for that. But back onto matters of us. Listen, I'm definitely interested. And if you ever find that you want a little bit more autonomy than, just scouts in the army, definitely let me know. Please, what is your names?
Well, I'm Zythus. That's Tongrog.
Zythus and Tongrog.
And Zythus is actually a drow. A drow.
A drow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could, it's a bit odd, but also not that odd in this region. There are a few.
Yeah. Do I know much about drows?
No, they're not very good in sunlight and that sort of thing. They're also usually evil, or associated with evil things.
Sound pretty fucking evil.
And a Tongrog is an orc, or at least a half orc.
Okay, cool.
Which is kind of impressive that he's still part of the army.
Hmm.
Yeah.
These two make a very odd combination. Also, just like they're almost out of place.
I was gonna say, I must ask, how did you end up in this employ?
Well, a bit of a long story and a bit of a personal one.
Ah, don't have to reveal many details to me. I'm just interested in what exactly a drow and a tonguard is doing. Well, a drow and a, what is it?
A half-orc.
A drow and a half-orc is doing here. Quite far from the Homelands.
Yeah, there's a few elves, yeah. Well, they've rarely been that accepted wherever we went, so I kind of just traveled around. Eventually, ended up making my name for myself in the army here.
Ah, a wanderer. Fighter.
Yeah, you could say that. And Tongrog, well, he hates orcs as much as the next guy. So, he was first in line to get the horde out of here, so you can see how he made his name.
I love the slight southern accent.
Note to self, these
All
accents
drow
are
are
going
now
to change at completely random intervals.
It's a local accent.
They may change mid-conversation.
Oh, I love that. So then I just nodded my head and said, alright, well, I'll definitely keep you two in mind. And remember, if you're ever looking for better employments or, just a little bit different, just let me know.
What was your name?
Durza. Durza Storm.
Keep it in mind.
And
they kind of they hadn't taken, at least one of them was always watching the Warforged, by the way.
Oh, you should have...
No, like you weren't doing anything but talking to them. It's not like they have to give you their full attention.
That's true. You do have a point.
I was like, okay, so he's gonna come up with a distraction.
You do have a point. You do have a point. Okay, I have an idea now. Okay, I've said. Sorry. Could you possibly, point me towards the healer's tent, by the way?
Healer's tent, and well, Zythus just kind of gives you kind of a brief direction.
I said, no.
It.
Can you say that again? I'm not exactly too sure. Where is it?
Not good with directions, are you?
No, unfortunately, it's terrible.
Well, and then he starts like drawing a picture in the ground.
I'm looking at it and say, are you sure that's over there? But what's that on the side over there?
I don't know how this is gonna accomplish it. This is gonna piss the fucker off.
It's okay.
The guy gets frustrated.
Like, because the other guy is not good. What? That's why there's two of them.
No, relax. It's okay. Carry on.
Okay, so he's like, what do you mean? Oh, God.
I said, I don't think you're giving very good directions.
You see him, like,
here.
calling over another god. Can you guide this man to the...
I'm gonna carry this on until it works.
You're gonna 3v1, dude. It's gonna happen.
Let's go. 3v1.
Okay, so what do you do after he calls over a god?
I don't know. I don't have a very solid plan in place right now, to be honest.
The god turns to you, sir, would you care to follow me?
Yeah, sure. Let's go. I give up. Let's go rejoin the other party.
We no longer split.
You just completely abandoned her.
I don't know what else I can do. I have nothing that I can really do to distract them, and I didn't really come up with much of a plan.
Make a loud noise. Knock down a tent or something. Do something. Like there's
a tent.
Knock down a tent. Burn down a tent. That would get it. That's a do something for a distraction. I mean, talking to them is not that distracting.
Okay. I have an idea. I'm gonna try pickpocket the guard that's guiding me, but like very badly.
Ooh. Okay. Make a performance check with advantage.
Okay. Don't roll off the fucking table, you bastard. That is a 15.
Okay. As you kind of start following it, you take about a few steps, and Zythus like turns around,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like hints to like pulls like nudges Tongrog to kind of just look here and make a sleight of hand check now. Actually,
Cool. That is a 13 plus 7, 20. 30, 20.
yeah, no, you managed to take a small pouch off of the guard that's leading you to the camp. Uh, and yeah, later you'll discover that there's like 5 gold pieces in it.
Ooh. That's later though. Okay, so they at least looked away.
Yeah, you look back,
Mhm.
and you can see them kind of just chuckling to each other.
I give them a wink and carry on walking. Cool.
That's a pretty good one, actually. I never thought that. That's a good way. Yeah, nice.
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, I'm not just gonna punch them. I'm not gonna do something. I can't just like do anything else. But then I thought of the other god that was coming, and I was like, I just can pick his pockets, and then they'll watch.
Because they're scouts, they're pretty observant.
Yeah, exactly. And they have a stealth that can beat my passive of 19. So they must know the ways.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'll make my way back to the tent.
Yeah, eventually you're led, and at this point, you've kind of been gone. While you're being led there, you actually kind of, in the distance, you see Killian and Bastion leaving the tent and kind of walking in your direction as well, kind of just speaking to people along on the way.
Yeah, say, there's my friends. Thanks for the directions, good sir. Enjoy the rest of your day.
He nods and then kind of just turns around, goes back to his patrol.
Perfect. Okay, I'll walk out to Bastion and Killian.
Listen, did you get lost? It's a pretty small camp.
Well, let's say that I'm not the one that lost something today.
I'm sure I don't want to know more about that. Did you discover anything interesting while you were moving around?
Well, I found our female Warforged friend, and so far she seems to also be investigating. I think she'll have a little bit more answers for us a little bit later on.
Well, we
Do
should
you
definitely
know
speak with her again.
So you
You
guys-
met her before.
Yes,
Once.
we met her at the city.
Only Bastion met her, I think.
I saw her, but
I told
didn't
you guys
meet her.
about
Oh,
it.
you saw her, and Bastion told you about it, but
Yeah,
Bastion's the only one to have a conversation with her.
yeah, that's true.
I'd not quite realized this was the same one.
Small world.
Small world indeed.
I just jumped to conclusions. Thought it might be the same one.
The name, not give it away.
I don't know if you said the name.
I did.
Oh, okay. Well,
The captain of the guard said,
Captain
yeah.
did say the name.
oh yeah. Well, yeah, it's quite strange. She found me strange. I was very awkward, and
You were.
it was the first Warforged that I'd spoken to. So besides myself, I don't speak to myself
God, that makes it so...
often. Only sometimes. And
That might possibly be part of the reason why you're so strange, my friend. You should talk to more people.
I love that.
I mean, part of the reason why I left home. Yes, meet more
Meet new
people.
Nice, well,
More people. Yeah, okay. What's the plan, guys?
I don't know. I myself am interested in getting water closer to the camp. I may be able to have a look at doing that. I don't know if either of you would be interested in coming with me, or if you have more to do in the camp. I know there are more people maybe in need of assistance. Perhaps it would be best if the two of you were stay in camp if you stuck together.
You're putting me on Warforged, baby doing duty.
Oh, I see how this is going right now. I'm the one who needs to be babysat.
Yes.
Damn. Yeah.
No, Bastion,
No.
no.
Never
We're not
best,
babysitting you. We're bodyguarding you.
Yeah.
It makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna bounce around and start healing more fuckers. Screw you guys.
Just browses around. No, you don't do
No,
that
you
because
don't.
that would be a terrible idea.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
Right,
just
well, Apparently the camp lacks for food, the camp lacks for water. There are injured people everywhere, and they have no idea what happened. There are a number of things we can keep working on, but I'm not sure what our immediate priority is.
Well, I definitely want to find out exactly who got to our little treasure before we did.
Yes, that is an important one. Perhaps that is something to look around at. If you're staying in camp.
I think we could possibly ask around about who may have been seen walking towards the cave or anything like that.
Seems fair.
Not a bad idea.
And certainly when the guards get back, they may be able to help us find out who the poor
done did
person
it.
was.
Yeah, that's true. We also need to know who the person who killed was, yeah. You can ask
Well,
more
they
questions
might
about
might have known each other, is my thinking.
that. Alright, so I think, yeah, I'll carry on with Bastion duty, and then we'll meet back up, and then see, hopefully they have answers for us about who it was.
Well, quite.
Okay.
I'm going to make my way. I'll ask for directions from a guard towards the stream. Get a feel for how far it is from the camp.
Yeah, it's actually past the cave.
Oh,
That-
so it's very
that you-
far.
Yeah, it's a good distance,
Hmm.
but not too far past the cave.
If you were to break it down into feet,
I would say more of a time frame from the village,
okay.
from the camp, is probably the easiest way. It's about like an hour's walk.
Okay, so it's probably beyond what I had in mind then. Trying to think if I could do anything to find like buried water, groundwater. Don't think I have the skill set for it.
I will say if we do, if we sleep here, I can literally create water.
That would add to our problems in the long run, probably.
Drink this heathen water.
Yeah, fuck. I'm not trying to convert you at all.
But I mean, what has Tempest done for you?
You know?
Well, they pretty much provided them with
And
pretty quick housing and recovery after a massive tragedy.
And what
Don't
has it done
make
for you
excuses
today?
for them.
Man does have a point.
Yeah,
Actually, they don't seem so bad at the moment.
yeah, no.
Just purely they don't let me cast my spells. I can create food and water.
Were there wells in the city, in the village? They would have had to then, wouldn't there?
Yeah, there was.
Was.
But there would be in the
It'd be groundwater, yeah.
there would be groundwater. There would presumably still be locations. So I'll spend my time looking around camp trying to find someone who would have a map of the old village, and we can try and figure out where the wells were. And I'm going to try and organize a small group with spades to come out with me to have a look and see if we can't dig up some of those wells.
Okay. Oh, that sounds great.
That's what I'm doing.
Let's go
Probably the
with-
rest of the day.
Yeah, this is going to take some time.
Mhm.
Let's go with how much time is going to be kind of based on an investigation.
Okay.
Wait, it's going to be, yeah, you're going to find out where the wells were and then organize a group of people that are going to help you. Yeah, I would say just an investigation.
Pizza. I put a lot of effort into this.
So you find a map, and it takes long. This takes you the rest of the day to
Yeah, I'm
eventually
okay with
accomplish
that.
because of various reasons. The first being, well, it's hard to use the map without any landmarks.
I get that. I'll accept that.
The second is it's hard to find people willing to go out and now dig a random hole. Especially when almost everyone is injured or kind of is struggling to find the reason to live.
Working on that.
Yeah. So
No,
it's,
fair.
you eventually do.
Yeah.
And you managed to get the digging operation to kind of start closer to the end of the day,
Hmm.
but they can't really continue, and it ends up like they end up having to. They're gonna finish it the next day, type thing.
Okay, I'll take that as a win. Although I'm deeply frustrated and probably grumpy by the end of the day.
Yeah, you spoke to a lot of people that kind of. Some people just straight up ignored you. Some people just laughed at you.
Oof.
Oof.
Especially
I-
because you're like, some people like scoffed in your direction because you like some prissy noble,
Oof.
like the finest clothes, kind of like trying to help the city to feel good. They give you that attitude type thing.
Ooh,
I mean, if anyone's
dude.
close enough to me, I will slap them for that.
You slap them and they kind of just like,
Slapping a peasant. I see how it is.
oh. They look back at you with like those dead fish eyes. Like,
That's even worse.
wow.
Staring into your soul.
Thanks for proving my point.
Oh.
And they kind of just go back about it. So your day was really shit.
Yeah.
At the end of this day, you're like, I don't even feel like reading. Or I just want to meditate and calm the fuck down, or I'm going to start burning this entire camp.
I'm gonna
saving
make
it.
a note of where some of those people were sleeping.
Dude, I'm saving a 3rd level cure wounds for you. Just for those burns.
Yeah, so I guess that's me for the day. I'll be back
Yeah.
in a little bit.
You're out. Durza and Bastion.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on babysitting duty with Bastion pretty much. So where's Bastion going?
It's effectively missioning around to the people that are the most hurt. It's first priority. Burning spell slots to trying to heal them discreetly, because effectively what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast, be holding up the what's it, the Talos? What? No, the fire swords guy, his holy symbol.
Tempest.
Tempest. That's the one. You can see how much I
I
actually
call
care about him.
upon the power of the fire sword guy to
Yeah.
heal this man.
While I'm touching my actual holy symbol, holding it out, very being emphasis about the wrong one. The
Okay.
one that heals.
Okay, wait. Let me look at certain things here. Let me kind of.
I'm trying to be
Elaine
so
just made a
discreet
history
about
check
this.
for no reason, or is that just an old notification popping up? Okay. So I want you to make a. What's a good stat for you?
I would say either medicine or insight.
Okay, so just make a wisdom check.
Wisdom. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can just roll on. Do you just check for wisdom?
Just click on the top.
12.
Yeah, so in doing so, your spell works, but it seems less effective.
Mm. Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, I'm not being very faithful to.
Yeah, even though it is a facade, it seems to be hampering your power.
Mm. The first priority right now is just making sure these people don't peg. So I'll take the L on the religious aspect.
Most of the people that are outside the tent are not really close to dying. Like, they're bruised and beaten, but like more just along the lines of like they'll heal in like left on their own.
Oh, okay. Well then,
They're more starving.
I can't
there's
help
no
with that
prop-
until tomorrow.
There's not really much water.
Problem at a
There's
time,
also
damn
no
it.
like proper latrines that have been dug yet. They're still in the process of doing that.
I feel like I'm taking a gap here.
So yeah, really. So you're more than welcome to walk around healing people, and it does make them feel better, and they kind of get up and they start like assisting with other things, like setting up the tents a bit better that weren't set up properly, and kind of just
Helping out. Okay, cool. So I'm getting the populace feeling a little bit better, and they don't think all Warforged is so bad. That's kind
Yeah,
of
the trust
side
rating of the
goal.
Warforged is going a bit up.
Okay, there we go. I'm playing Sims right now. You guys like me better. Okay, I'm happy with that, even though it's kind of jeopardizing my faith. Yeah. Okay. I'll take I'll have a chat with Morpheus tonight. But that's me.
Okay. So the party does their various things throughout the evening. At some point, Bastion, you and Durza do come across Sana.
Hey. Okay, I'm gonna walk up to her.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for your assistance earlier.
Sure, it's no problem. It's very profitable, gotta say. Did you find out anything?
Not too much, but the magic was definitely of the evocation.
Okay, evocation.
Yeah, that we could have guessed that from the outcome.
Fair enough.
The fuck is happening in the background there?
That's not me, dude.
Someone blowing their nose or
Oh, they
flushing
went
a
to the
toilet.
bathroom.
No,
Someone took a
that's
shit.
it's when it was me, but the drumming in the background is not me.
Why do I feel like the drumming in the background is you?
It's not me.
It's probably you.
Okay. So yeah, so I didn't find out much. The size of the magic was quite ridiculous. That it's still leaving. The whole area is almost irradiated.
Did you meet any other Warforged that were created by your, gnome parents?
Gnome parents?
Weren't you created by gnomes?
Don't know who created us. Me.
So you also have no memories. Okay. of who they are, yeah.
Gnome parents?
I
Don't-
pipe up. I was more or less adopted by the Garrick family. I don't think they created me,
Oh, that makes sense.
but they took care of me.
No, I wasn't adopted by gnomes after.
So the
I haven't
gnomes
fully
didn't
explained.
create you. Okay.
No, sorry, no. Papa Garrick and Mama Garrick, they just they found. I guess they found me, but I woke up in the carts, and then they took care of me.
Hey, finally awake, I see.
In a way, I mean that's what
After an execution.
more for a baptism, I guess.
Same thing.
Well, yeah, I don't know if there's any more leads we can get from her then. So no memories of who created you guys, because it seems that the person who caused this was created by the same person who created you, considering they apparently also had the same marking.
I
They had
wonder.
the same mark?
Yes, they had the exact same mark as you.
Where did you hear this from? Did the captain reveal this to you?
Yes, from the captain.
Pull my-
Clearly
pull
much
off
more
my glove.
trusted than I am.
Send
you
us a
have-
kiss mark.
Do you have any common sense in you?
Me? No.
Oh, she's turning to Bastion.
Oh, I was about to say.
As he's removed the glove,
glove.
covering the mark, which
The
is
mark.
literally while they're in the city of the refugee camp of the people whose lives were technically ruined by that mark.
I quickly cover up the mark. I'm sorry. You have the same mark?
How did you find out about this with him with you?
He revealed the mark to the captain.
Yeah, I had to as well, but okay.
We have a very smooth
no.
talker in our party.
I mean, I'm pretty good at talking. I'm just.
You're
Honesty
very-
is the best quality, I find.
Yes, I fully agree. I'm very honest.
Um,
Yes, let's
Bash looks very
let's
proud of himself.
go with that. Okay, so it was definitely one of us then.
Yes,
That would explain.
yes. What exactly
kind of
would
like
this be?
leans in close
Yeah.
and whispers to both of you. The magic that I detected in the crater, it seems to be very similar to a magic that I'm assuming Bastion also admits. I admit it as well.
Yes, that would be right.
Wait. No, close. You mean from Morpheus?
It's mostly hidden right now, but from Morpheus? No, not sure it comes from Morpheus.
I mean, that's okay. But where do you think it comes from?
This is different to the divine magic we.
Well, yes, the magic is defined, but
No, there's a different magic. You'd never used to detect magic before on yourself.
I no, I don't think I can. Can I? What?
Well-
I don't think I can.
Well, we admit the faint vocation type magic enchantment from within ourselves, and it gets more visible if we've taken damage.
Oh,
Ooh. I don't think he's
If
ever said
only
anything about
Killian was here, who's actually seen this before.
yes, I
Yeah.
remember this.
it. I have not seen this, yeah.
Mm.
Well,
So-
you wouldn't have seen it.
You
because
couldn't have.
You need to be like casting detect magic. It was
Oh,
only
yes,
pure
that's true.
chance that Killian had.
That's true.
I mean, at this point, you guys will probably see me leading people out into the crater and back.
You see Killian getting like every time you see him every now and again, and every time you see him, he seems more and more angry.
Oh,
And you're used to not seeing him angry, but he's angry.
oh God.
I turn over to Bastion and say, he seems a little bit upset. Maybe we should just leave him out this for now, not disrupt him.
I think that's a
Trying to
good
fucking
idea.
help these people. for
I know,
fuck's sake.
I
Let's do
know.
one nice thing for these people. And fuck me.
Oh, okay.
I
Have
don't
you
know
ever
if
tried to
that's
help
peasant.
people?
Never again.
It's so difficult.
I'm rubbing off on him. You know,
Mhm.
it's just making him a better person. I'm
Exactly.
happy with this.
Yeah, we should definitely not bother him right now. He's a bit busy. You know, he looks very upset. Then
See
again,
this.
so, what exactly is this, or what happens when you become injured?
I don't know. I haven't noticed this myself.
I turn to the lady.
Well, it's more like the magic that I was describing. This mix of enchantment, evocation gets more visible. Like it's no longer hidden.
Could this evocation magic coming from us perhaps cause an explosion?
Possible.
It only comes out or from hiding when you become injured. Okay. So if you
Effectively.
cast detect magic right
You
now,
smell
on
it?
you,
Smells like what?
so if I cast detect magic on you right now, I wouldn't see anything, correct?
I don't
Probably
know.
not, depending on how attuned you are to it.
Hmm. Okay, I think we need to bring in.
I think we
the
need to
expert.
bring. Yeah.
Okay.
Scrumpy.
I'm gonna go over.
Bring
to
in.
Gideon.
Okay.
Okay, wait here.
I'll wait with her.
Yeah.
She's like, oh god. You can hear her sigh the moment you leave her alone with
I kind of
Bastion.
chuckle as I walk away. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
I'll wait like 5 minutes, and I look at her. And I'm like, you know, tomato soup is supposed to taste like oranges. Supposed to be rich and better. And ale is pretty shitty, from what I've been told.
So awkward.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There's also
I've-
there's also this really good place where you can get magic items with back in the old town. Do you ever need magic items? Maybe.
Which store are we talking about? Is
Don't
this,
remember.
the broken glass or
That's the one, yeah.
the Dungus? I think was the other one.
The broken glass.
What was
Yeah,
the
no.
other one called? I can't remember.
Neither can I.
Dungus.
Dozer once said to me that the owner definitely likes to be frightened, so I'm gonna try that next time.
I think Durzo was lying to you. That woman is so fragile.
Come on, Dozer wouldn't lie to me.
That man would lie to his mother.
And I have multiple times.
This is a good guy. Come on. Would never lie to anyone.
Never.
He just sometimes he tells half truths and to help. It's like a. Have you ever read the book Robin Hood? It's that kind of scenario. He takes from the rich and gives to. He doesn't give it to anyone else. Wait.
Hey, I gave you money.
I count as the poor.
With the way they treat you, yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
I
Okay.
see my flail.
Ooh.
Would you like to look at my
Is that a
flail,
euphemism?
dears madam?
Would you like to step into my room and look at my flail?
Oh.
It's quite a
Hope at
grabby
this point the
flail.
other two.
Yeah,
back in.
no. Killian and Durza, you arrive to Bastion awkwardly saying, so do you want to look at my flail?
I woke up, I hear that, I turn to Ken and say, let's give them a minute real quick.
I sort of pinch my nose, the bridge of my nose, and say, perhaps a bit later. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay. Yes,
Hi.
you wanted my help.
Yes, I believe you're able to, you're quite adept at the arcane.
I've been known to dabble. Sorry, sorry, please to meet you. My name is Killian, and you are?
Ah, yes, I'm Sana.
I've heard of you. Mostly good, I dare say, but perhaps we should move this conversation to a more discreet
Yes,
location.
I was going to suggest that as well. I'm also being followed, so might be a bit difficult.
Oh, let us turn around this corner here.
You do so. You turn around the corner.
As soon as we're around the corner and the line of sight is gone, I'll snap my fingers and cast Detect Magic.
Okay, I'm just gonna say that she suggested that we do this, and or Durza explained to you on the way that that's
Yeah.
what was needed to be done.
Thought that had been covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was kind of there's many reasons why it could have been done, so I'm not
Yeah.
like gonna be like metagaming, but yeah. Okay, yeah, no, you cast Detect Magic, and yeah, there's definitely a few magical things around you, all worn by your party. And a couple of things glowing from certain items in Sana's person.
Ooh.
We are certainly quite a risky party to travel with. You were looking for specifically an evocation imprint
Than ourselves.
on yourselves.
It's
Within.
quite hard to notice unless we've been damaged. So
If I may for a moment, just place my hand on her shoulder and on Bastion's. I'll take a moment and really focus to see if I can
make a
sense it.
Arcana check.
So we don't get very emo with this.
17.
17.
Ah, fucking guidance. God damn it, too late.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it would have been minimized as well because of your holy symbol shit. Yeah, so was it 17? You sense it almost for a brief moment, but it fades. You just can't maintain your focus for long at the level of intensity that is needed. So you sense a brief flash of magic within them, but nothing more than that. No school or anything along those lines.
There is something there. Definitely, there's a spark or an echo of some sort of magic, but I really couldn't tell you more about it. And to be honest, it may just be the magic that binds your souls to these forms. You do say that more evident when you are damaged, and well, I don't know what the future may hold. I'll certainly keep a mind for that. If I can't detect any more, should we ever undergo a tragedy of some sort. But this is something to think about more. I'm not sensing what you're describing now.
That makes sense. I mean, we could always rough him up a little bit.
I take out my knife and say, "It is for the pursuit of knowledge."
Guys,
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a worthy cause, Bastion.
I'm not comfortable with this, I must say, and I really do have to go back to browbeating these miserable people. But,
Maybe another time then.
I could get
Bastion, if you're
started,
open
and
to
then
it.
when you come back, it'll be ready for you.
I look towards Killian. How would
Don't leave
beating
me with
Killian
him.
up? How would beating Killian up help us in the situation, guys? Really?
I say, oh no, beating Killian up wouldn't help us at all. That's why we've elected to beat you up. It's not a beating up. Think of more as like a brute force scientific experiments.
I'm not comfortable with this. Not in the slightest.
But it's a
Well,
worthy
that's enough for
cause.
me. If you'll excuse me,
You'll
I'd
learn more
like to try
about
and
your
get
origin.
some fresh water before the night's out. I'll make my way back towards the wells.
Okay. So
Good.
Killian continues with his job, what he was doing earlier.
This is about to be PvP. I will fucking fly.
Sana says to the two of you,
Hmm?
maybe another time. I think it is a bit extreme for now.
Yeah, for now. You're right.
Sweet.
But if there's anything else, have you heard anything else from
No,
the
nothing.
captain?
No, nothing else. But have you
Maybe
seen
we could-
anyone moving towards the cave by any chance? It's over there in that corner. And I kind of point towards the direction of where the cave was.
Scouts head off in that direction, but I got you no real traffic. And while you're pointing in that direction, there's actually you notice two guards carrying what looks to be a body on like a stretcher
Mhm.
back into
Perfect.
the camp.
Perfect. There's our clue.
I mean, we searched that body. Yeah.
What's this cave have? Does the cave connected to the explosion?
It might
Possibly.
be.
Yeah, it might be. But it looks like they're about to investigate who was murdered there, so I think we'll find out some questions once they figure out who that is.
Yeah, that would probably be helpful. What would be the most helpful would be speaking to the survivor. But there's no ways I'm gonna get the witness, the one who caused all the rumors.
Where's this witness?
Captain
The
was
captain's
interrogating him, I
keeping him.
believe.
Oh, was he? Okay. Well,
He
we
was
need to-
injured or something.
Yeah, the captain was hesitant to let us speak to him.
Yeah.
I think we need to find out who it is and screw the captain. You could talk to him.
That would be the most helpful, but there's no ways I can get near him.
Well, where is he?
Yeah, I don't even know that. I know he's not in the main medical tent. I can guess the captain's keeping him somewhere, I guess, close.
Alright, we need to speak to the captain again. Alright, well, thank you very much. You've definitely been a great help.
Okay, well, let me know if you hear anything, and I'll do the same as well.
Sure.
But I think it's about time to call it a day.
Sure. We'll see you around, and I'll start making my way towards the captain's center, yes?
Boy pods. I turn back to him and I say, maybe sometime we could try some of that tomato soup and shitty ale at the city bar. If you ever
Um,
want to talk about, maybe if you remember anything.
Make a persuasion check, Jethro.
Natural 20 plus 3.
Whoa!
Oh.
You made that shitty ale sound very good.
I mean, that's how you described it.
Yeah.
Very true.
That's how I think of the fucking ale. It's shitty. That's how
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like how this chick's like reaction would change. Like eventually, you know, the annoying kind of
Should we just feel
childish
pressured
thing
enough
is,
to
is
like,
a
you know,
little
let's
bit
get it over and
cute
done with.
at a point, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not quite as like painful as it is.
It's still painful, but not as much.
Yeah, it's still painful, but like
I mean, I'm a link to her past, damn.
yeah, there's also you're kind of proving to be a bit more useful now, even if it is that she can now damage you enough and then cast detect magic. That's also a
What
good
the fuck?
thing.
Very
Hey,
useful.
You don't know that this is just her line of thinking.
Very
Um,
working.
pretty
That
fucked up, man.
is a possibility. And I think it might be a while before we head back. At least a few days.
Well, until then, Sentry well. Head off.
Just confused
Yeah, I
by
was about to say, did you say
the good
sentry
night
well?
thing. Yeah,
That's how we sleep. Sentry.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
fuck. Yeah, my passion is so bad at this.
The natural 20 was just thrown away with that comment.
She went back to not liking you.
Oh, the cringe.
That's how I say sleep well. Come on. Fuck.
It was just too cringy. It would have been cute, like, under different circumstances, but
That
Just too
whole ale
cringe.
thing. I was sitting there, I was like, oh my god. Let us play out. Let's see
I'm
what
so
happens.
happy with this character. I'm so happy with him.
I'm so glad I added a female just to, like, see how Bastion would interact with it. I
Not
just
even
thought it would
sure
be
he likes
hilarious.
chicks. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just-
That's why it's great. I could, you see, I could also throw in a male one later. It's gonna be wonderful.
It's true. I mean, what is gender identity within fucking Warforged, man?
Yeah.
Dude.
It's true.
I mean, if anything, it's a little bit weird that they were hammering genders into these warforged when they were making them.
It's more of the personality that comes through
Yeah,
Mm,
than like the actual physical structure.
that's true.
that makes sense.
So I go Sentry.
You're gonna
Okay,
go
so
sentry. You're just gonna sleep this day off.
like this is done. Okay.
No, I mean when we all ready to head
Oh,
off.
okay. Cool.
Does
I'm
would
not
you
gonna
like to
fucking
do
go
anything? I
soft.
feel like Bastion's done for the day. Killian's done for the day. Bastion, the Dozer.
I'll say I'll be done for the day as well. I want to wait until then, like, actually do, like, an identification and stuff, and then we can go figure out who it is. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm more concerned about the treasure than I am about anything else.
No, that's great. I was wondering because I was like, oh fuck, I wrote down all these notes about the fucking treasure, but no one seems to care about the fucking treasure.
Oh, I care about the treasure.
Dude, you got 2 out of 3 players that actually
Uh-huh.
care about people.
And then one person who just really wants that sword.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a sword whore.
Okay. So you will settle down for the evening. In your, I'm gonna say you meet up with Killian and make a small camp in your dome nearby. Not like in the camp because I mean the smell.
Yeah.
We'll get
Yeah.
a discreet location.
Yeah, and yeah, casting the magic would be a bit of a problem.
Mhm.
That's true.
Yeah, and you all settle down for some rest after a hard day's work investigating and assisting some refugees.
Yeah.
I feel like we've
Um,
achieved a lot today.
Mhm.
I
very
think this
happy.
is a good time to call the session.
Yeah, I reckon.
Sounds like a plan.
Getting a bit late.
It is true.
It is. You're right about that.
Keep
Okay.
forgetting you
It's
guys have
10,
work
10
on Monday.
o'clock would be the
Bastard.
cutoff anyway, and I'm like,
Yeah.
we could go on for the next 20 minutes, but I
Mm,
think we're not going to find a nice narrative point to shut down.
yeah, that's true.
Tomorrow's going to be a busy day.
Oh,
Okay.
Sweet.
That was
Thanks,
fun,
guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Let's. What's it? If we offended you, I don't care.
If I offended you, I don't care.
Put that on a shirt, dude. I can't places.
You know it's. All right.
Need business cards with that on. Just hand it out.
Good idea. All right. I'm gonna end the stream in 3,